All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a place. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
What it do, everybody? And I am your girl LDZ, and I am sorry that you are not seeing me. I am fighting the worst migraine, and yeah, Dre's probably just gonna follow suit, and we probably won't see any of us. And I'm so sorry, but
I'm high.
It's one of those days. Yeah. It's one of those. I'm about to be after this show, so I could go to sleep.
Yeah, I got high and ate like 10 tacos, so I'm here. I'm here, but I'm here.
Yeah. Trust. I was barely here. Let's just say that, because after this, like before, I was like, dude, let me wake up, because if I don't, I'm not gonna make it. Like I'm not gonna make this. Like, and so I happened to like just wake up right on time because I kept hearing the door open and shut. That was the only reason. I'm just gonna throw that out there. What is up, James? Like I said, I am so sorry we are not on my you're not seeing my beautiful face. And it's because, like I said, migraine kicking my butt. My Phil is probably worked like a Hebrew slave. And my other one, Dre, he is just high. That's all we got. That's all we got.
It was a good day today, and it started to rain a little bit, so I went outside and I went and got me some tacos, and then I hit a little bit of Chiba, and I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty good.
And if I was in Arizona, that's what I'd be doing too. I'm just going to throw it out there. That's how it is. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be taking something for my pain after this show, and I'm going to sleep. Like I don't know how I woke up. I think it was the grace of God. My neighbor texted me saying she had food. Thank you, Carissa, if you're watching, because I love you. It's always great when your neighbor messages you out the blue with random food.
Right.
Like, I have random food for you. Oh, you do? Well, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So yeah. There's been a lot going on. We didn't get the chance to get on last week. But it's just a lot going on happened. Last week was, you know, a fight in UFC. And all I want to say from that fight is because Dana, I know, we address these big time celebrities, and we know they'll probably never listen to our little measly podcast. But Dana. Dana. Can you please stop disrespecting your athletes? Can you please stop disrespecting your black athletes, your champions? Your co-main event, you came out and put the belt around, but Francis Ngannou came out and won again. You didn't come out and show him any love. Like zero, zilch. Oh, it's because y'all in a contract dispute. And he's like, it's not even about the money. It's because of the disrespect. and he's willing to sit out a whole year because it got renewed automatically because he won. Like, you lucky he ain't take a L on purpose just to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? He could have, you know what I'm saying? He could have caught it and just laid down and tapped. You know what I'm saying? Just to get out. But I didn't even peep it. That he didn't even bring the belt. Like, it didn't even dawn on me that he didn't even put the belt on him. I just saw some white guy. And I read it the next day. I had to go like rewatch the highlights. And it was like, damn, it wasn't Dana. And like now they're talking about like this might be like a contract dispute, like to like the UFC might like try to like take him to court. Like, dude, start paying your fighters better. Like, I get it. Like, we had a whole conversation about this, and I get it. I'm not expecting you to pay your fighters like boxers. Don't get me wrong. I don't expect that. I don't want you, like, people out here, that's watching the show. I don't expect that. I don't expect this. I don't expect these boxers to get money like boxers. I don't expect that type of money. But I do expect these fighters. From what I'm reading, I don't even think they have health insurance. So I want them to get better money and health insurance. Let's get them that. Because this could be their last fight the next day.
Yep.
So let's get them better money. Let's get them better mony. Like, we're pro athlete on this channel. If you're new to the channel, or fairly, just this is your first day or maybe a couple episodes new, we're pro athlete. When we say that, we mean we want the athlete to make their money. We are for the athlete to make their money.
That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. Players gotta.
Yeah, we don't. Like, we want them to get their money before all of the money, and because you never know when it's your last fight, when it's your last. When it's your last fight, or it's your last game, it's your whatever sport it is. You don't know. You don't know. And so that's why I say all the time, like, go get your money. I don't knock anybody for the hustle. Whatever they do, I don't knock it.
Very pro player. You will get your money.
But yeah, like I said, something's brewing. And then I just read Nate Diaz, him, and Stylebender, all contracts end. That's 3 big players that bring in money. UFC could be, if they don't renew.
He about to have a fight next weekend. He got to fight Airbender. He got to fight next weekend.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine not having 3 of them? And if you don't have Francis and Stylebender, Usman ain't resigning.
Yep. He's not.
Let's just be real. He's not resigning. Like, at all. Like, there's not even a 10% chance that he's resigning.
Nope. And then it's crazy. But we all know this is Dana's MO. That's why guys like Conor McGregor and Ngannou and all those guys, Tyron Woodley, that's why y'all want to box, because they get paid big money. Like, I think Tyson Fury's fight, he made about 3-4 times as much as champions in the UFC. It's crazy.
He got mad. Dana White got mad at Francis they said for conversations with Fury's people that he didn't even have. Bruh, How he supposed to have a conversation? He even have the conversation.
Well,
I don't get it.
you know how Dana White is. Dana White's so flip floppy. Sometimes it's a shame. You know, you're a multi-million-dollar business and you just paying your fighters peanuts, and then you get mad when you wonder why your same guys want to go to boxing.
You over here taking rematches with Jake Paul, whatever Paul it was.
It was Jake Paul. Jake Paul, shit,
It
he
wasn't
got
Jake.
paid. Willie got
He
paid.
got paid millions. Willie got paid 2 fights what he would have made in like 10 fights.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Maybe not that many. Maybe not that many, but you know what I'm saying?
If you want to blame somebody, blame yourself.
You know, like, because I was saying, like, even like I know, like I said, I was expecting to make what the boxers are making, but I said at least because there's too many matches, but I said at least give your big UFC fighters part of the ticket sales or the sales at the concessions, or you know what I'm saying, something.
Mm-hmm. Right,
like something pay-per-view sales, something, and you know, it's something. Like, they don't get nothing. They get straight out flat whatever. If they won, lose, bam, that's it.
Yeah, like all the gate fares and stuff. They only get a share of the gates.
Yeah.
Or the pay-per-view.
None of that.
That's great.
Yeah. What like, that's like I said, Dana. I don't know if you ever listened to our show, but like I said, just if you lose, like I said, 3 of my favorites, because you already lost. John Jones lost me because it was another domestic violence, and I can't.
He can't stay off the white girl,
and he can't stay off the white girl. Like, he literally, physically, and emotionally, everything.
Yeah, he can't stay off that.
Yeah, but he was already fighting because of money. Well, now here we are. He's gone, and now we can't even, the other 3 that are my favorite, if you don't get a Ngannou to resign, more likely it's gonna, I don't know if you'll get the other 2 to resign. I don't know, because now there's different options now. It's not just one. It's kind of like WWE. It's not just one anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There's many other options. Yeah, but we can move on. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I got this while we were talking. John Harbaugh is meeting with the Vikings Wednesday for the head coach role, and is confident he will get it. Just wanted to throw that out there. I think that's a lot of L's. I think that's I don't know if that's, I just don't feel like it's a good fit, but you know, who am I? I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see it. How you guys feel about that?
You want to go, Phil?
I mean, honestly, I don't feel any way about it. He's gonna be one of the many people who are gonna try out for the job, whether he gets it or not. So far, he's the most big name that I've heard to go for it. So just off name alone, he will probably get it. I'm not sure what his scheme is going to be, who he's going to bring in with him to help the culture of that team, or bring them to a point where they can make the playoff and be successful. I don't know any of his gaming plans. At this point, it's a wait and see process. But, I mean, it's not a lot of coaches out there that you can go for. So, I mean, unless you're about to go for some of these assistants or coordinators that are in the Super Bowl right now, that are going to be in the Super Bowl, there's not a lot of people to really choose from right now.
Yeah, because like I said, right now I will say I don't want to say because we can move on to that certain someone. Brian Flores is suing
About time.
the sue. He's suing the Giants, the NFL. He's suing his name. He dropped bombs, and like I don't know if I feel about Bill Belichick's name being in it. Like I just don't know. Only reason I say this, only reason I'm not, I'm not sure. I don't know how to put it. Your coach, Phil. I really do think it was an honest mistake. The other crap, oh yeah. I really truly believe all that needs to be addressed. All of it. Every single one of them. Between what happened with the Dolphins, what happened in Denver, like
They're gonna sell. They're gonna sell the team too.
yeah, like, but what happened in Denver was like he said he felt like that the interview was a sham, and it was on in 2019, and they said they showed up late, and yeah.
Wow.
How y'all feel about this? Yeah, Brian posted it. I'll send it to the group chat. But yeah, this is gonna be messy.
Honestly, I mean, it's about time. It's about time. I always said that they needed to be exposed. The Middle Boys Club needed to be exposed, and this is probably the first step into fixing that because we all know that the NFL is what 80% black, and there's only one head coach, and it's not a it's only and the general managers. There's not really a lot of those, so it's about time. It's about time. We need to dig deep into this and figure this out. So I'm really glad that he really took this step. And I know it was a big step because he said he might not ever coach again. So the fact that he's doing this and he knows what's the risks are, that gives me even more respect. So the truth's gonna come out. It really is. So yeah, we're gonna definitely see.
Yeah, it was bound to happen. I just didn't know which coach was going to willing to put the career.
It's gonna be a black coach because like
It was obviously going to have to be a black coach, but it was just which coach was willing to possibly ruin their career. And I hated that it had to be anybody. I hated it that. But here we are.
Well, consider the fact that what he went through. Especially with the whole, Bill Belichick texting him, telling him congratulations on the job, but it was the wrong Brian. That tells you a whole lot.
Yeah. Like I said, I knew. Like I said, that to me, I've done that before. I've done some stupid shit. I send text dumb. I send wrong shit to wrong people all the time. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want. That's why I said that part doesn't really bother me. It's the rest.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the other stuff. Like Brian was like, "Don't you send don't hit send. I said I do this stupid shit all the time, thinking I sent it to the right person. I do it all the
Mm-hmm.
time. It's okay. It's okay. You mess up. You're
Mm-hmm.
human. You're human.
Mm-hmm.
And why wouldn't you think Mike Flores didn't get it? You know what I'm saying? Like I thought he would got it before the guy that got it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, Jesus, come on, Leo, come
I
over
mean,
here,
it's
Bessie.
crazy. I mean, it's crazy how this is transpiring.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like I said, it's been long overdue, and I'm
yeah.
glad that it's happened. So he definitely needs to expose the people that are wrong here. And for what I'm hearing, it's going to be a lot more coming out. So it's definitely going
Yeah.
to be a
So
lot. So
it's
it's going to be interesting to see that he's coming out with all these receipts. He's coming out with all these receipts, and he talking about how John Elway came in an hour late and he looked like he has a hangover and stuff. That don't look good. And considering the fact that the Denver Broncos are up for sale, he's trying to buy them. That might be a problem if it comes to fruition that he did that. That might be a big problem. So yeah.
I would love for several black men to put their money together to buy them, but we spoke about that weeks ago. When there was the rumor going
Well,
around.
right. There is a rumor that the guy that paid all those students paid their student loans. He's in the running for it. I really hope he gets it, but like I said, he has an uphill battle because John Elway. He's very even regardless of what he did and how he how he did the whole interview. They love him in Denver. So it might be him and I think it's him and Peyton Manning. I think they're both in on it. So how you gonna turn down Peyton Manning and John Elway? The folks they stick together. So
What's going on, Mike? Mike. Mike. The mad one. Maybe you're not so mad today. Oh, he said it sounds distorted. Give him 1 second. All right. Okay, so we'll come back. Um. So yeah, that's gonna be. It's gonna be a really interesting day.
and consider, like I
Yeah,
said,
but
it's
like,
gonna, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting.
yeah, but like I said,
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because, like I said, we always said it because your boy is the ringleader in all this. He has the
ringleader of fuck ups. Yeah,
Yeah, he's the major influence. Everybody listen to him. That's why I'm glad. That's why I'm glad we have an owner that doesn't follow the line as a yes man. He's definitely going to speak his mind, and I think that's why.
I wish.
Jerry Jones,
I
I
wish
guess
his name was in the lawsuit.
I think that's why Jerry Jones don't like him too much because Arthur Blank gonna speak his mind and tell him like, hey, that's bullshit. So
Yeah,
Whoa,
that's
so
why I
Arthur
wish his.
Blank
That's
name isn't in the lawsuit?
nah,
no
he's saying
nobody. People. No, his name's not in the lawsuit. Whose names in the lawsuit is Denver Broncos.
Oh, you're talking about what happened today.
What-
Oh,
Yeah, what happened today? No, but we were just saying. I was saying how I wish Jerry Jones' name was in the lawsuit.
oh wow.
Oh,
yeah,
uh, like why not?
I'm just talking
He ain't
about
gonna miss
how
it.
it just seems like
I'm
the only person that will stand up to Jerry Jones is Arthur Blank.
Arthur Blank, right?
I'm not surprised that this happened. It was only a matter of time. But I am shocked it was Brian Flores. Like, um, but at the same time, I'm not because he's like, forgive me, Phil, for saying this, but the Patriots have been a shit organization for quite some time. Like, they just have a buddy system, great coaches, great system in place, but they are known for having a buddy system. So if anyone were to come out, I'm it's not surprising because you can go back to with the former coach, what's his name? Sheesh. The Jets. What's the guy's name?
Who
But he kind of who was that?
who you talking
Eric
about?
Mangini was the guy who came in and he
Oh, yeah,
pretty
he
much
definitely
told
blew it
on
up.
like he set it on fire. So it's like I'm not surprised that anyone that's connected to the Patriots, not that the Patriots have anything to do with this, but I'm not surprised that anyone like he was the guy to do it. I'm just surprised that like someone is doing it now.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, when Tom Brady retired, he did not say not one thing about the Patriots. So that tells you something.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you a whole lot right there. Like he didn't even say
Mm-hmm.
anything. Like he completely ignored them.
I said that marriage. That's why I was gonna let Phil talk on about that because that part I was like, I talked to my mom about it, and I was like, Mom, like he didn't mention, and I kept reading. I read his whole like little. I don't follow Tom Brady on Instagram, but I read his whole thing, and not one mention to even
Right.
at least to the Patriots fans. And I'm like, he could at least brought up the fans. I said, I don't know what y'all did to Tom Brady, but y'all done pissed this man off in Boston. Like that, like, what did y'all do?
It's the beef
Like
between
to
him and
me, he has to. This is my personal opinion, and I don't know if Phil retire or like I feel like he needs to retire as a boss. He needs to fire as a New England Patriot. Like he needs to retire as that. Like that's just my opinion. Like I don't see him. I don't want to see him in Canton as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Like I just don't. It just don't even feel right.
mm-hmm.
I know he could choose, but it just don't sit right. Like it I don't even know if I could even say he's a Buccaneer. Not saying he's not, but it's just like when you think of Tom Brady, do you think of Tampa Bay or do you think of New England? I automatically think of New England. I automatically think of that white, blue, in red uniform. I don't think of the red and white.
Right.
Well, he he definitely didn't acknowledge him. So it's gonna be real interesting, especially when we know it's his Hall of Fame speech coming up. Is he even going to acknowledge the Patriots?
Hey man, I, eesh. The fact that he didn't mention the fans, the Patriots fans, like nothing, like he just ignored everything.
He he mentioned them in a retweet.
And a retweet.
That was the
Wow.
in a retweet when New England thanked him and the New England Patriots thanked him, like did a lengthy like after he finally like came out and thanked him for like all the accomplishment and everything today. He said thank you New England for everything you've done for me or something like that, and that was it. That was literally all he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was it.
it's something definitely going on there.
Considering the fact that he's willing to risk his whole career to expose this, that lets you know it's real. Because a lot of people
Hmm.
will say stuff. A lot of people will say and do stuff, and then they'll be like, I was just playing, or you know. But the fact that he said that he's willing to risk his career, never coaching, and that lets you know how serious this is. And I'm glad he's doing it because he needs to. Because, like I said, You know, you got a league that's 70% black, players are 70% black with only one black head coach and no owners. And I know the guy, he's from Denver, the black guy who, paid all them student loans. He's trying to get. I don't think he's going to get it. And it's not because he can afford it. It's just the fact that they don't want to mess up that good old boys club. They really don't, and it's sad.
I think that's it. I think there's something to it because if you look at the issue previous this year with John Gruden, like it's the same thing. It's there's an obvious issue in the NFL because I've talked to guys. Um, if you see Chuck Smith, a lot of the Falcons players, a lot of those former players, like they want to become coaches. Like these guys just not deciding like they don't want to give back to the game. It's like they want to give back to the game, but the NFL has this buddy system, this good old guy system where it's like either you do what I say or you're not gonna get a job. Like, and that's pretty much it. It's no longer or uh, you you have to be in it with them, do
Mhm.
everything because as much as I like uh, Dan Quinn as a person, let's be honest, he's a do boy. That's what he is. That's the reason why he's constantly like right now back into the fold of things. Like good coach, but come on, man, it's the same story with him and Kyle Shanahan. These guys are flakes. These guys are good coaches, but they blow things. As we know, Dre, they blow games. They with this.
I know.
I'm 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 trying to put it the nicest way I possibly can. These guys have no business being NFL head coaches. Dan Quinn has no business being a even interviewed for a head coach. Like he blew the game in Dallas. He reverted right back to where he was in Atlanta. He was playing aggressive all year. I got Dallas to that point. And then you get in one of the most important games of the year, you go right back to that soft cover three zone. It just never fails. And you got Kyle Shanahan, the same exact thing. You forget to run the damn ball. All right, like this is like like what's wrong with you guys? And you guys still got positions in high places. Like that's the stuff I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. I get it. Like I said, man, I already said before. Some people. Now, I won't say that. Brian Flores. I think Brian Flores was a good head coach. I just think that he was dealt a bad hand, especially when it came out that his owner wanted him to take games and he'll pay him $100,000 each time he
Oh
takes a
man,
game. That's crazy.
that's insane. That's
That's
a
that's
whole new.
that lets you know. That lets you
That's a
know
whole nother set of problems. That's a
that let
whole nother set of problems right there in
right.
itself.
That lets you know that the deck is already stacked against us as far as being head coaches. And then you got to think about it. You got to look at it like Eric Bieniemy, Byron Leftwich. These guys, they have never ever, you know what I'm saying? Like
The enemy hasn't gotten
guys have
an
very
interview.
good pedigrees. They play, they've been on some of the greatest teams in football. Byron Leftwich, with the Super Bowl run, and Eric Bieniemy, with Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City, and even Flores pointed that out. He was like, "These guys, they got better resumes than me, and they can't even get a job." It's sad.
Hmm.
It's sad that like you said, we say that some coordinators are meant to be coordinators. That's cool. But the fact of the matter is some of these people are not even getting a chance to even try and fail or even
Hmm.
successful. That's where the problem lies. And when people say, "Oh, it's not about that," I mean, it is because I mean, with the Giants when they had Joe Judge was a special teams coach.
He's a special teams coach, and he get a job. Like, come on, man! I don't want to hear about it.
He was a
It's
special
not
teams
about that.
coach.
You got to go through the process. This dude is a special teams coach.
Special teams coach, and he got promoted to hit. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, you telling me that he's more qualified than I can name like 10 people that was qualified for that job. Like, you telling me he was qualified to have that job? Like, and then you wonder why, the Giants are just failures. They are. They're failures. So I mean, it's like, I don't understand, and I don't get, but I do get it. It's just the fact of the matter is they put minority. It's not just black coaches; it's minority coaches. I mean,
Minorities,
look at the Raiders. Look at the Raiders.
When the last time you seen a Hispanic a head coach? So when the last time you seen an Asian coach and like offensive coordinator?
I will say this: they do have a Islamic, I guess. The guy, the Jet
New York,
Soleil. But I mean, look at the Raiders. Look at what the Raiders did. The Raiders had the whole mess with John Gruden. John Gruden with that whole situation. He got fired or let go. Henry Ruggs with the whole situation with him. He gets basically will never play football again. And then you got this guy Biscotti. I think his name is Biscotti or whatever. He basically rallied the troops, and not only did he get the win, they got to a playoff spot. And what things do he get? They're going to get Josh McDaniels from New England.
Yeah, come on, man.
I thought it was probably. Well, then again, it's the Raiders. This is how the Raiders are. The Raiders are very. They are very ass backwards when it comes to their front office. They go and get Josh. They go get a guy who didn't do anything in Denver. Well, first of all, he reneged on the Colts. Go back to Denver. Then he goes to Denver. No, not Denver. He reneges on the Colts. Goes back to the Patriots. He gets a job in Denver. He starts out okay. He's under 7-1 or whatever. Loses his next 6 games. Go 8-8. Didn't really do anything in Denver. Goes back to New England, and now all of a sudden he has another job with the Raiders. Like, I don't get it. Like, you telling me that Eric Bieniemy and Byron Leftwich and this guy, you tell me the guy that was with the Raiders before, you wouldn't even want to give him a chance? And like I said, and I think it all goes back to what I said before. Everybody tries to do it the New England way, and they fail. I think the only person that could do the New England way just retired today.
Yep.
The only person that could do it the New England way, the person that retired today, he's the only one who do it. Nobody else could do it. Eric Mangini couldn't do it. Well, I'll take that back. Brian Flores was another one. Eric Mangini couldn't do it. Matt Patricia couldn't do it. Who's the guy they just let go?
The guy in Detroit.
The guy fired. Matt Patricia. He couldn't do it.
Matt Patricia.
Aaron Mangini couldn't do it. Who's the other? We were just talking about him not too long ago. Oh, McDaniels couldn't do it. But guess what? He got another job. They wouldn't even let the dude have a chance to blow it. So, like I said, this whole thing with Flores, I'm glad he's doing it because, and I said it before and I say it again, that Rooney Rule is trash. It's beyond garbage. I don't even know why it's a rule because, you know what I'm saying, they'll just go. They usually just go. They just go interview any black person, any minority, just to say I did it. If they was gonna make a rule like that, they should have expounded on it more. But I don't think that rule should just. They might as well just get rid of it because it doesn't work.
It doesn't work at all.
It's insulting.
It's stupid. It is. It really is. It's stupid.
It really is insulting. And I totally forgot that you had to interview 2 instead of 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, like some of these places ain't even interviewed 2. Like,
right.
And I feel like they're interviewing Brian Flores twice. Is like I feel like they're trying to feel like that's getting
they're two. No, that's not how this works. Like that's no.
It's crazy,
That's
man.
why I give Arthur Blank so much credit too for actually hiring an African American like in a high place. Like those positions, a general manager is not typically a place where African American will get hired. And the fact that he went out and signed, brought Terry Fontenot here, just like goes out to like he's setting a standard. You know what I'm saying? And he's putting the right pieces around so he make it, make sure he is success. It's like at this point, it's like you have to these franchise they got to step up. The owners got to step up. Um, if they don't step up, man, like it's gonna get ugly, and then you get the fans. They gonna start the council culture, which is just if they feel if the fans start putting out
Can they
petitions and all that type of stuff, they're gonna have
can they
like they're gonna be forced.
It all starts
can
with
they
it all
cancer
starts
can
with.
they can they cancer culture Jerry Jones? Can,
Know what I'm
can-
saying?
I,
Until
he needs to be.
but that's the thing about it. As far as Jerry Jones concerned, he's the guy. Everybody's gonna do like I said. That's why I'm glad we got an owner that doesn't just fall in line with the rest of them. Because whatever Jerry says goes. Like we said, we talked about it last week. You got the power. You got the power 4 or 5 or whatever. You got
Well,
Jerry.
I don't want to really say it goes because him and Goodell are not really seeing eye to eye ever
But that's the thing.
since.
Yeah,
They're not.
Yeah,
That's why I said
they're
it's
not
4.
seeing eye to eye ever since after that Zeke tried the whole Zeke suspension, and he tried to get Goodell out of there.
And the only reason why
Yeah,
he didn't get him
yeah,
out of there is because you got owners like Arthur Blank. Like why?
yeah.
You got
So
like
that's
Arthur
and
Blank.
so
But then,
yeah.
like
So
I
ever
said, we
since
talked we
then,
talked about it last week. We talked about it last week where there's 4. It's not just Jerry Jones. It's 4 because even though he doesn't
yeah,
see eye to eye with Jerry Jones is probably the most influential owner in that whole area. Him and Robert Kraft,
mhm.
the Rooney,
yeah.
the Rooney's in Pittsburgh. I don't know who the other one is.
Vegas owner.
The Vegas owner,
I believe.
and then you got the guy in Houston, Adams.
Yeah,
You got Adams. Those are like the big 4. So
yeah.
they pretty much
And
dictate.
even though it's the kid now, and it's still because it's family.
Right.
Her daddy had to step down after the slave owner
Yeah,
comments.
yeah. You gotta dictate it. Like those guys, and then you got guys like Arthur Blank, Shad Khan. Those are probably 2 of the. I think they're the only 2 minority owners in the league. Those 2. Those are the ones that are pretty much
Mhm.
like, all right, well, let's look at it from a different spectrum because it was never like that. And then it's like, that's why I hope this guy. I don't know what his name is. I know he paid off everybody's student loans. I hope he gets the chance to own the Broncos, but I don't see it happening, especially when you're going against guys like John Elway and Peyton Manning. So it's going to be tough for him to get it. And honestly, I don't think he's going to get it. And it sucks because I would love to see a black owner in there to kind of alleviate things. But
And it's not even just that, because when Puff Daddy and Steph Curry, and who else was in that?
yeah,
Like it was a group of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they didn't get. Was it Charlotte?
yeah, they were trying to get
Was
the
it?
Panthers, but see the thing about it is with the NFL or with any sporting entity, you got to have majority vote.
Yeah,
And when they went,
yeah,
I guess when they went to try to bring it aboard,
yeah,
bring it to the owners, it got shot down like big time.
yeah,
So
yeah. Okay, I was say sorry about that, Jason. Al Davis, no, not but Jason
it's not Al Davis,
Smith
it's Mark
and
Davis.
then
Mark Davis
Mark
is
Davis.
Mark
Mark
Davis.
Davis' son. Yeah.
Yeah.
Al is resting in peace.
But you know what? Honestly,
have
if Al was here, he probably would have tried to fight Jerry too, because he didn't really like Jerry either when he was
he ain't
gone.
really like Jerry,
He ain't like
and let's
Jerry.
just tell you it. And they wouldn't have rehired Chucky. Let's just
Because
throw that out there.
the crazy thing about it is when Al Davis tried to move the team from LA to Oakland, I think Jerry was one of the ones that wanted to keep him in LA, and Al Davis basically told him to kiss his ass.
Yep.
So, but like I said, when you're owner of a team that everybody knows, and I mean, as much as the Cowboys, we make fun of, and we joke about the Cowboys. The Cowboys is probably one of the most recognized teams in football. Like, even when you go overseas or you go somewhere and you go to a place where nobody knows nothing about football, you'll see a Cowboys something there. They're probably like one of the most recognized teams in all of sports. So when you have power like that, you can pretty much wield your wand or whatever. But I'm just glad that guys like Arthur Blank and Chad Khan are trying to, bring some common sense.
Yeah. Okay. So Robert F. Smith is trying to buy the
That's
Broncos
what it
and
is. Yeah,
pay
Robert.
and pay.
He's trying
Thank
to.
you, Jason.
Yeah, he's trying to buy
You're
the Broncos.
amazing.
But like I said
You're
before,
amazing,
it's gonna be tough because he's going against John Elway. Because John Elway and Peyton Manning threw their hat in the ring. So everybody loves Peyton, and everybody loves John, regardless of the story that Flores brought out. Everybody loves Peyton Manning and John Elway. So it's gonna be
it
tough.
wasn't John Elway. It wasn't John Elway that came out late. It was somebody. It was
Flores
it
said it
was
was Flores said it was him that showed up late, and he looked like he was hungover. Yeah.
Oh, it was Elway.
It was that way. Matter of fact, I'm just reading it now. They're coming out. They coming out deny. Now they're saying that that's not true. So
of course,
it's basically his word against theirs. So, but you already know they're gonna have to defend the boy because he's trying to buy the team, so they're trying to make sure it's good. But like I said, we got guys like Jerry and Robert Kraft in there. They're gonna go with I'm sure they rub elbows and they eat their steaks and they drink their wine and all that shit up there. So.
No. Like I will say, any of these hirings, I'm not gonna say I was excited. Like, ooh, yeah, that works. Like, I'm not gonna.
Well, honestly, I don't really have a saying. I'm just saying that Mike Tomlin needs to be protected at all costs. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, that's it.
That's all I'm saying. He needs to be protected at all costs because it just seems like he's going to be the one man show for us.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, and it's sad that it's come to that, but like I said, hopefully this lawsuit brings sheds the light on what we've been on, or what Kaepernick has been saying all along. This is why I kneel, not because of police.
And if you haven't watched that Netflix special, please do. Please watch that Colin Kaepernick special.
Yeah.
Please understand his view. It's from his point of view of life. And it's not saying this is how the world is, but this is how he saw the world. And so, and I now, like, when you start seeing things like kind of through his eyes, it's like, and it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Not makes sense, but it's like, not, it makes sense like how he sees it. Like, now I get how he sees things now. I truly do understand how Colin Kaepernick sees the NFL. Definitely.
Yep. Like I said, what the dude say? The owner of the Texans, we can't let the inmates run the asylum. Like, yeah, like that tells you right there how they feel about. That tells you right there how they feel about the players and people that look like us. They already said it. Like when he said that, I was just like, oh. Honestly, when he said that, I didn't even get mad because I was like, that's how most of them feel. Out of the 32 owners, that's how 28 of them feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like that's how they
Remember
feel.
that? I
Bob
remember that.
Bob
McNair.
McNair, not Bud
Exactly.
Adams. Bud Adams was the
Yeah.
coach. It was Bob McNair. Yeah, yeah. He said
And
can't
I
have
was
the
like,
inmates on. When I heard that,
yeah.
now I see why what's his name wanted. Now I see why DeAndre Hopkins and Deshaun Watson wanted to
Deshaun
get the hell
Watson
out of
wanted
there.
out, but then Deshaun had to do some F boy stuff, and
I still
your
think
ass
that's a farce.
stuck.
I still think that's a farce. That's just my opinion because
I hope it, man.
I
But
mean,
like I said, if
if he's wrong and it comes out that it's true, okay, punish him. But I still think, the inmates
I,
can't run this island. Yep. But I still think that that's not all the
yeah,
way.
but the only unfortunate is either he's stuck regardless because now his name is tarnished. Even if we come to find out all of them are lying. Um,
you got to be
Some things,
smarter than that. You got to at
some
least
things,
hire. You got to at least hire a masseuse yourself. Like to put yourself in that, just not smart. He put himself in that
yeah,
position for them to just
yeah,
hire personal
but,
masseuse
but
yeah.
and be
Because
let it be.
somebody said, some people did come out and said they had like 5 or 6 different masseuses because they were busy. They had other clients, so they did have that. They did have several masseuses.
well, I could say I say that that's somewhat true, and then I can say somewhat that some people just love the lie to be lying because Ladonna, you remember the incident with the dude when the girl said the dude tried to rape her or whatever. The guy that used to play for the Raiders went to Ohio State. The girl followed him
Yes,
in the elevator. Yeah, and she came out talking about he sexually assaulted her. Then come to find out it wasn't true. Like
yeah.
give
So, like I
everybody
said,
like it's
and I
hard.
give
It's
everybody the
hard.
benefit of the doubt, but it's hard when it's 22 women. And I'm not saying, trust me, I'm a big Deshaun Watson fan. I know he's a big mama's boy. Um, and I still want to believe that he didn't do it, even after 22 women. And it's hard for me as a woman to try to still believe it. Um, but at the same time, 22, and then it's like, dang, damn
I
it.
mean, I don't know. I
And
just
it's
I just
like you didn't have,
I just
and you
I
didn't
just
have, and at least have them have a sign a non-DA, like a non-disclosure, like.
I just can't believe it's I
But
can't believe it's 22 women. I can't. Now maybe 4 or 5 at the most, maybe, but 22. I can't believe that.
yeah,
And considering the fact that the lawyer's been out for him ever since he said he wanted to get away from Houston, all of a sudden this stuff come up. I'm not condoning what he did. I'm just saying it was just
it just sounds
coincidence
crazy
that it
number.
happened. Because I'm pretty sure if he would have still played with Houston with no issue, none of this stuff would have came up. That's just my opinion. None of this stuff would have came up. He said, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in Houston and stick it out and just leave after that. I don't think nothing would have came out of it. Nothing. That's just my opinion.
Jason said, I believe this is racism. Do you think the NFL and Giants and Broncos will try to play the bad ethics card? Of
They
course they
already
will.
did. They already have.
They
They already,
already
Or
doing that.
trying.
they already have.
They already trying.
They
They're
already
doing
did.
it.
They already denied that John Elway was drunk and hungover, and they already said that
He
his
looked like a drunk. I don't believe that. He looked like he be drinking all the time. Just look at him, slurring over his words. Like he looked like that.
and then they already talked about that his lawsuit was without merit. They're already trying to discredit this whole thing. That just lets you further know. They just let you further know. I mean, it is a huge problem credibility wise, but like I said, I just can't because, like Tupac says, sometimes they bend the truth and tell the lie. Just it's crazy. Now, like I said, if he come out and did say, he did it. Then, hey, I'll take my crow with extra crispy with hot sauce. I just can't believe he 22. Come on now, that man shouldn't even be. They shouldn't even be discussing football if that's true. They should be talking about
Nah,
criminal charges, but they still talking about. Oh well, he could come back and play. If you got 22 women, football should be the first thing from your mind. If you
yeah.
trying to clear your name, that should be the first thing from your mind. But like I said, when they talk about he can get traded, we're gonna trade him here. He has a no trade clause. That just makes me more skeptical about all of this.
But is he talking about it, or is the team just trying to dump him?
No, he hasn't said anything. He's letting his lawyer talk, which is smart. He's doing the right. He's letting his lawyer do the talking because, like I said before, that's the same thing I said about Antonio Brown. He's doing all the talking. He needs to shut up sometimes. He's letting his lawyer talk. He's letting his lawyer talk, which is cool. So I don't know if this is coming from him or he's just like, I'm gonna let my lawyer handle it. I'm just like, I just don't know. Now, like I said, if it comes out and he's guilty of all 22 of them, then hey, so be it. But I just can't believe it.
I,
I can't.
I will say this. I have a friend that actually knows someone who has had they went to school with Deshaun. All right, and this is their statement as far as Deshaun is concerned. They told me, personally told me, that all women was like they always thought he was a weirdo. Like he used to do like little things to women while he was at school that like was kind of creepy. Now that doesn't say that he's guilty, but I do know that firsthand. That people actually been to school with this man. He done like he got the reputation for being weird, like a weirdo that does a lot of weird, says a lot of weird things. He's had that. So I like knowing that an organization knows that about you. Like they will put you in positions where it kind of um adds fuel to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got problems with saying no to women, men, or whatever the issue is, like if they know you got a vice, they gonna put you around a bunch of alcoholics. If you got a vice with drugs, the NFL gonna put you around a lot of people with drugs just to try to get you in some mess. So like that could be an issue. I'm not saying he's guilty, but I do know the NFL would try to put you in a position where you are weak at moments.
Mm-hmm. It's like I said, we'll see. I just don't
But
believe
at,
it. But go
at
ahead.
the end of the day, man, I don't know. At the end of the day, I just don't know. So I don't speak on it. I don't know this dude. Like I said, I speak to people who went to school with him, and they've all said the same thing. He's just a weird cat. That's what I've heard. And like I
Yeah,
said, but that's not grounds to say, oh, he automatically guilty because he's a weirdo.
right. So
Oh, and I saw that. Sorry about that, Jay. Said that he said there are too many women to defend against him. 1 and 2, but 22. And then he said, "Love you guys' show. Keep the good work. Thank you." And then free Brian Flores. Ain't that the truth?
yeah, and
Woo.
I love this comment that Brian said. It said, funny, it took him 4 months to investigate Deshaun Deflategate and issue a statement, but it took 4 hours to try to discredit Flores. I told you, see, like I said, it's just not.
Oh, it took them but it feels like that. Like I said with Zeke. It took them like that. It didn't take them that long with Zeke, and the girl didn't press charges. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't take that long, and he got suspended. But
like Chris Rock said, if it's all white, it's all right.
yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that
It's
You
we
sad,
got
know,
fun of
man.
and that's how I feel. And this is what I've been saying my frustration all season long about the situation in Houston, because as a woman, how long do we have to wait to find out if he still has a job or not?
Like I
Like
said,
he's not hurting. Like he's not gonna be hurting for money. So we know that he's still gonna, what I'm saying, he's gonna have money. I'm not worried about that.
did he
But
even get paid? Did he even get paid this season, or did they like?
he was on the exemption. They put him on a list. I think he
So
was
he
on the
didn't get.
same
So he
list.
didn't get
He was
paid.
on the
so he didn't get paid. No.
So he didn't get
he
paid,
didn't
did he?
get paid. He put the exemption list. They
Okay.
automatically put him on.
Okay.
So but my thing is, as a woman, you it felt like you took your sweet old time. Like, I understand 22 women, it's a lot of women to go through. But y'all went through how many emails y'all were supposed to go through in 3 days? was it how many emails that John Gruden and ESPN
Yeah,
and
years
all
worth.
of them had? Like 500 and something emails or something like that. Y'all were supposed to go. Y'all had us believe y'all went through those emails, 500 and something emails in 2 days. But y'all can't get through 22 women by now. Miss me with that bullshit. Like seriously. Like y'all could have been had this done. Had
Oh,
this done, talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Like women have came out that have been against him and expressed their frustration of like how slow. The latest one came out and said something to Deshaun's girlfriend, like how you basically are you still with him after all this? Like they come in each and every way. Um, you know, if I was in this situation and let's just say this was my daughter in this, it it would be really hard. Man, I'd be at Roger's door. Roger would probably have a file a restraining order on me because I'll be up there. Y'all made a decision yet? Y'all made a decision yet? So have y'all made a decision yet? Like, like, like they would literally have to pull me off the premises because I'm tired. Like it shouldn't have to take this long.
mhm.
And that's why people were saying like, why hasn't he been suspended? That's the reason he hasn't been suspended is because the Texans automatically put him on the exemption list. If they didn't put him on the exemption list, that's probably why he wouldn't have been suspended. That's what I found out. But at the same time, they should have just came out and said that, so people wouldn't have been like me, like, why hasn't he been suspended? Like I had to read that somewhere. If people don't read,
Oh, we know that.
you know what I'm saying? If people don't read, people don't, then they would have never found out.
Right. But you know, people don't read. They just look at the headline and be like, "Oh, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but it's gonna be, yeah. But if it was Jared Goff or Trevor Lawrence, it wouldn't have been taking this long. Like Dre said, if they was white, then it was all right.
If you ain't white, it's all. If it's white, it's all right. But I will say this though. And I think it's just the fact that they were pressured to do it. They did wrap up that John Gruden situation pretty quickly, so I'll give him that.
Very quickly.
I'll give him that much. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. But other than that,
Like I say, I'm not gonna say they don't take care of situations. Like what happened, Brown, the kicker for the Giants.
Josh Brown.
yeah.
Yep, that beat his wife.
And
He
then,
ain't never.
like I
He,
said, you can see how many times
he, he ain't never come back.
they gave Josh Gordon all the chances. So
Yeah, you know how many black players? You know what I'm saying? We could say how many times black players have had chances. Josh Brown, he ain't get a chance after that.
mhm. Oh
After
yeah,
he beat his wife, they ain't give him that one chance after that. We only heard one story.
and
He's done
I'm
after that.
saying, Greg Hardy got the chance to play. He went to Dallas after the whole thing with Carolina. He got a chance to play in Dallas. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's all uneven on both sides because there have been times when I've seen players that know they shouldn't be in the league and they play. They got another chance. So
Are you talking about Kobe like as a player as he passed away? Like what do you mean? Like we
yeah,
moved on from Kobe, like
That was
as
proven to be wrong though. About Kobe, if you're talking about
his situation in the hotel. Like there's a whole bunch of situations because his rape allegation. Okay, so his rape allegation, you got to remember too, his rape allegation was before social media. So his rape allegation, I'm not saying that's a good thing or bad thing, but his rape allegation, when things happen before social media, it doesn't spread like wildfire. People
Mm-hmm.
forget.
Right.
People forget. Kind of like Big
And,
Ben and his rape allegation.
and you know the crazy thing about it is that that whole thing was false because they, the girl found out she was lying because first of all she said she had
Yeah.
sex with a couple guys before Kobe did. I think the only thing that Kobe got in trouble for was he cheated on his wife, and that's why he gave her that big ass ring.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But like you said,
Yeah.
it is before social media because and then you know the crazy thing about it, even though social media it happened before social media, people still talk about it. Even when he died, there were still a lot of
Someone
people.
brought it up.
There were
Mm-hmm.
still a lot of people that was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna give him roses because he's a rapist." I'm like, well, it came out to be not true. That it was consensual, and the woman had sex with men before, and when they did a test, it was more than one man DMA. So you know, she was. I'm not gonna say it because it's a family show, but you know, it's pretty much hearsay. Like nobody knows what happened in the room. It's between her and Kobe, and one person is
Yeah.
in their life, and the other person, God rest their soul, they're in a better place. But I
Like I
will,
said, Jason, we could say the same thing about Big Ben.
yeah.
I bet you nobody remembers that Big Ben situation.
Oh, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
When he said he retired,
Or
I
because
one person bring up his rape allegation when he retired.
nope.
He
Because
didn't.
when I call him Rapist Burger, and people are like, "You call him what?"
Yeah, that's why I
I
call him
call
Rapist
him
Burger. I
Ben.
call him Rapist Burger.
We call him we call him Rapist Burger, and they're like, "You
Yeah.
call him what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because he
Well,
raped
there's
somebody."
evidence that he even like he w- settled out of court or something like that. I forgot
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
the.
settled it. Yeah. Yeah, and it was, and some people, yeah, like I said, it was brought up, it might have been brought up in his retirement. But
I don't know.
yeah,
I know I didn't see it because I know I went on there and a lot of people was giving the praise.
yeah,
But then, like I said, when you're
yeah, and
a certain skin,
but some people,
when you're a certain skin color, you know that shit gets swept under the rug.
yeah, and it's like I said, but some people forget, some people we see it, and some people I didn't see it, but at the same time, I wasn't really paying attention that hard
I did.
looking for it either.
You know, I went in there because you know I was
I didn't,
being those. I went on the message boards and nobody really said anything. But lo and
I didn't
behold,
look for that one.
I'm sure
I didn't even, yeah,
if they bring up Michael Vick and
I
Michael
didn't.
Vick gets something, the first thing they're gonna say is, "Well, he killed them dogs." Even after he paid his debt to society, they still bring that up. So I mean, it's like I said, it
Dick
all
can't
depends
catch a
on.
break.
Some people don't let that shit go.
I agree with that. It is it's hard to sweep 22 under room in the rug. I don't yeah, I know I agree with that. It's hard, it's very hard to sweep under 22 under woman in the rug. It don't matter what your skin tone is. I agree. And
I do agree
I
with it, but at the
prayed,
same time, I just can't believe it's 22. It's 22 now. If it comes out that it is 22, then we'll explore that part.
and I heard what Mike said. What Mike said, he said that there was that there was Mike said that there was some kind of off things about Watson when in college. I heard that from other people that kind of like were close to him. So
Yeah,
here
these
we
people
are.
actually went to school with him. Like they went to
Yeah.
Clinton.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then the truth will come out. So I just know it
I
can't
just
be.
need I just
All I know is if it's
yeah.
22
I just want
women,
it to come out.
if it's 22 women, we will be talking about where he's getting traded to. We'll be talking about when is he going to court.
Right.
He's going to go to court to answer to these transgressions because every time I see Deshaun Watson, they talk about him getting traded or he going to stay in Houston or all that stuff. So I'm just like, okay, so which one is it?
So
So which one is it going to
no
be?
Yeah, and
defamation.
Is
that's
it going to be?
exactly
That
no
that's a
defamation has
great
been.
point right there.
Is
That's
he
a
going to be
great point
Deshaun?
with it.
Is he going to be Deshaun Watson, the football player, or he's going to be Deshaun Watson, the criminal? That's what I'm saying. Like, come on now, pick one.
Because instead of defamation, I hear settlements.
Exactly, settlement. See, exactly. That's why I can't believe it's 22 because I don't know. It's just like I said.
But at the same time, if it's not all the way true, why are we settling?
Because in that case, then if I know that I'm guilty, I wouldn't try to settle. I'd be like, just go to court.
And
Let's just go to court.
that's I go back to like situation like Michael Jackson. Like Michael Jackson never settled. Like as far as like when a major um allegation against him, it's like he, settled for like selling for celebrities is like nothing new.
And I think that's why
That's not
I think that's why
but
he's trying to settle because he's just basically like, you know what, let's just get past this. I think he's just trying to settle to settle. I don't think he's settling because he's guilty. I think he's just like, I just want to resume my career. Let's just pay him and keep it moving. That's
and
just
just to keep it moving. Like
keep it moving.
but I think the defamation, it's like, yeah, you can settle, but this if we settle, you gotta, keep quiet about it.
Right. Yeah, like Adonna said, where was the NDAs? Where was the non-disclosures? All that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like what happened with Tyson when he was in the league, when he was playing, when he was boxing, and he Tyson to this day he still says, I didn't rape that woman, and I had to believe him because it's like, if the man's gonna keep denying it to this day, and he went to court about it, and he did his time, he never settled, and he still says it to this day that I didn't rape that woman. You gotta take some merit with that. So I mean, I just don't know. I mean, sometimes, I just, a woman comes out and say, and I'm not condoning, and for the record, I'm not condoning sexual assault or rape and women lying about being raped. Because there are actually some women out there that have been raped or have been sexually assaulted, and they haven't said anything about it because, of women that actually lie, and they're like, well, people not gonna believe me. I haven't said that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that sometimes it's just like
Just a different point of view. Like I said, it's hard. At the end of the day, that's what it is. And
it's basically he said, she said, and who you gonna believe? Like, who you really gonna believe? So, it's a very touchy subject too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm really, whenever a rape allegation comes out, like just like the guy at Georgia, Adam Anderson,
I believe both sides. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I actually believe you, like what you saying. Like it's hard for me to say
it is
22 people, and then on the other side, like I'm saying to myself, like, come on, man.
Right, like
22 people.
I just hear a story and I be like, for real? And then sometimes I just hear a story and I just roll my eyes. But for the most part, it's a very touchy subject, and that's why I don't really talk about it because I don't want to come off as being condescending. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when somebody asks me about it, be like, well, let's just see what the jury says or what happens of it. So I think me personally, if he does pay these women off, I think he's just doing it more so just to be like, let's just get it over with. Because I can't. I said it before. I can't believe it's 22 now. If it does come out there's 22 women, then hey, he gonna have to dance with he gonna have to make his bed with that one and make his peace with God. But other than that, I'm not in his shoes, so I don't know. So, it is what it is.
I know. I just know he needs to not find them on. Like my thing is, bruh.
Right.
Out of places, Instagram.
Right.
Deshaun, Instagram.
Hold up, he getting these from Instagram.
Yeah, majority of them for Instagram.
Yeah, he's a moron.
Instagram, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta cover your tracks a little bit more, but it's like I said, I don't know. That's why I don't really talk about it because I don't know. We can sit here and speculate all night, but we don't know the story. I mean, I can sit here and say it's not true, and then it could be, and vice versa. So
why are you going to Instagram? Like, never mind. Just
all these athletes go to Instagram. That's why every time I see a Instagram an Instagram model go on try to expose these athletes and these rappers, I'm like, why? I'm like, for what? What are you getting? Like, what gratification are you getting from doing that? Like, you made the choice to sleep with him. What are you gonna do? That's not gonna help your career. This is gonna make you look even worse. And people gonna talk about you, just like that chick. What's her name? Brittany Renner. Her name. Man, she's definitely for the streets.
Yeah, that's Satan, boy.
So, like I said, and she living her life, and I ain't hating them. Damn, so it's all good. But that's just my opinion. Like, I don't know, I don't know what's going on, and it's just like one of those things where we just gotta wait and see now. Because obviously, just wait and see what happens. That's all we can do.
Yeah, like I said, most of them were Instagram models saying that they were masseuses. So who knows if they were really masseuses?
They had it in their bio with the OnlyFans
Yeah.
link.
Yeah,
They always got it. If they're either a masseuse, a OnlyFans model, or TikTok.
yeah,
So, yep, exactly, Ryan. She is for the streets. Gonna tell you. Matter of fact, she the one who famously said, if you want to trap somebody to get a check, trap an athlete. So, a lot of women are following her playbook, and they think she's the messiah of it, the messiah, end all be all. But yeah, she is definitely for them. She's definitely for them streets. I tell you that much.
yeah. So this kid came from LSU, young white kid named Joe Burrow, went to Cincinnati, and his team decided to pick up a lineman and a wide receiver. It was either going to really work or really fail. Well, the shit really worked. And they beat Kansas City. And I didn't know it was going to work or not because they allowed Burrow a couple weeks ago get sacked 9 times. Sweet baby Jesus. I thought the man was going to die. But then
I was watching Matt Ryan out there, the way he was getting sacked all the time. I was watching Matt Ryan.
Like,
What I always say is one of the biggest factors, Dre. I always talk about this in football.
Oh, yeah.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
And that's why Cincinnati's going to the Super Bowl, because they definitely got it. That's for sure.
That's it. That's why they're there, not because they have abundance of talent. They just play well together. That team is orchestrated and put together well, and that's what it all comes out. You can't have a bunch of guys, a bunch of Julios. You can't have a Matt Ryan and a Julio and a Calvin Ridley. All these guys with crazy talent, but their talent doesn't fit. Like when you look at Cincinnati's offense, like their offense, like it meshes well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you're saying the defense. None of those guys aren't, amazing, but they're gritty, hard-nosed football players.
Yeah, and it helps that Chase and Burrow and I think their offensive linemen, they all went to LSU, so they already know how to play with each other.
They already know each other. Yeah,
they already know how to play with each other, so that's good. Man, honestly, I didn't expect him to win. I picked Kansas City.
I gave him 1 year. I gave him 1 more year. I didn't expect him this year. I gave him next year because of that injury. I thought, okay, this year he's going to get acclimated to the NFL. Next year we're going to see Joe Burrow just throw lights out, ball out. That's literally what I thought.
Yep. And I thought the same thing, but we always talk about it. And Mike, we say it all the time. If you get high at the right time, doesn't matter what your record is. If you get in the playoffs and you get high at the right time, you just be what Cincinnati is like. It's great actually. Like, it's the Burrows finally come to, especially after coming back from the ACL injury, and they finally got and everybody wants Cincinnati drafted Chase, and a lot of people said that they made a big mistake because they needed, especially after Burrow got injured, they should have got an offensive lineman, but I mean it worked out for them. They probably becoming one of the, if not one of the best receivers in the league, as far as being elite. And then you got Joe Mixon back there, and then you got T. Higgins, and then you got receivers out there that can play, and then you got
And
Burrow.
Boyd.
Yeah, you got Boyd, then you got Burrow. Who's becoming a great young quarterback. It's just like I said, once the chemistry go, if the chemistry's right, you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So it was, and like I said, to see that, I'm rooting for the underdog, but I did pick the Rams to win, but the way that they got all the way to how they got there and who they beat to get there, that lets them know that they're way ahead of the curve right now. They're way ahead of the curve, and consider the fact that you have all these top quarterbacks in the AFC, and you got a guy that basically comes out of nowhere and wins the AFC Championship game. That's good, and it's good.
I have luck too, man. This along with talent, they got lucky. Patrick Mahomes.
Beat Patrick Mahomes twice.
Yeah, that's not a lot of people. Not a lot of quarterbacks can say that. Not a lot of quarterbacks can say that he beat Patrick Mahomes twice. It's like Eli Manning. He's the only person that can say he beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a young quarterback. He was healthy, and he finally got on some targets. I'm pretty sure they're going to address the offensive line in the off season. But right now they're playing some really good ball, and it's all clicking for them. Honestly, it definitely is, because I did not expect them to, especially coming down. You rarely see a Chiefs team that's up 21-3 or up with that big of a lead. I think before they lost, Mahomes was 37-0 with the team of 2.5. So that says a lot. That really tells you. That really says a lot.
Man, Andy Reid just got a big head, and he reverted right back to the reason why they got off to a slow, like a pretty, slow start for their standards offensively. They thought they were just gonna come in and just throw deep balls and like it will score 40 points on Cincinnati, and they just got.
Boom said they start Jim Nance jinxed them.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because they said because he said that Patrick Mahomes it was perfect in his
yeah,
and no interceptions in the postseason, and then
I did hear that, yeah,
and then boom, here we are. Yeah.
Well, they should I will say they should have took the 3 at halftime instead of trying to get the touchdown. But I understand why they did it. But that 3 could have helped them in the long run. They really could have. But it is what it is. Like I said, yep. I agree with you, Brown. They should have took 3 at half, because if they took 3 at half, they could have been top off. But in the playoffs, you're trying to win the game, so you're gonna do stuff you never did before.
Just kick the freaking field goal. Other coaches ever learn from the Falcons? It's like all we had to do is kick the field goal. We win. Like, what's wrong with field goals?
Right, and I get it. I get it too. You trying to knock them out early, but sometimes the person if you leave a team standing long enough, they're gonna eventually come back, and that's what Cincinnati did. They eventually came back. Yeah, and it
14-point deficit.
21-3.
14-point deficit.
Mm-hmm.
It was a more than 14 point. Yeah. I knew
Okay.
when they stopped him at halftime before half. I knew my gut. You know how my gut tells me. My gut tells me everything. My gut told me tides were going to change, and sure enough, there we were.
Egos, man. Them egos. They got greedy instead of just kicking the freaking field goal.
Yeah. And
Uh,
well, the good news is we don't have to see Jackson and Brittany, so we're good. We
Woo,
don't have
yeah.
we don't have to see them. So
Um.
and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback, but people want to see them lose because of them too, and they're making it
I agree.
hard to cheer for Mahomes. Me personally, I don't let that really bother me because I think Mahomes is a great quarterback in his own right. He's probably now with Brady. Brady gone and Aaron Rodgers probably will be next, depending on what he does. I think right now he's number one in the league, but it's hard. It's hard to cheer for him because you just don't want to deal with that outside BS, really. And it sucks for him
Yep.
because all thing he wants to do is play football and be great at it, which is what he's done. But people want him to lose because of the antics of his brother and his wife, or his fiance, whatever, and his
yeah,
mother.
his wife would know that living crap out of me.
And his
Sometimes I
mother.
just wish somebody hit in the face with a smoothie or something.
Well, I will say this: their mother hasn't really
I'm
said anything.
willing to
I know she
one.
had her moments. I know she's had her moments, but it's just them other two,
They
and it's
just be
hard
doing too much. Like,
to
man,
wait.
sit down.
Right? Like you don't have time to just be a wife and just I mean, I get it. Cheer for
Just
your husband.
damn cheer. You up here trying to do TikTok dances and like just over
Spraying
the top.
champagne all over people. Like, yo, come on, man. Like we already had enough of that with Nico Grimes. We don't need another one. We don't need
Mm-mm.
another crazy. We don't need another crazy person. Like she does too much, and then she has the nerve to say, "I'm tired of being attacked." Well, stop doing stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Get attacked. Just sit there, eat your slice of pizza, and be happy that you're married to one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And stop acting like And then I saw a video that kind of blew my mind. She had the nerve, the unmitigated gall. I think the kid had a ball, and he wanted Patrick Mahomes to sign it. She signed it too. I was like, I don't want. I didn't even get that.
Wow, you
I was
serious?
like, ma'am, I don't want your signature. I want your husband's signature. I don't want your signature.
Yeah, that dude better watch out, man. She might be Brittany Renner.
Well, it's already too late because she got it for 18 years, and he already
Look,
signed that. He
look,
already got the contract. So
he better have it in that contract.
unless he got a prenup, if he ever do decide to leave her, shit.
Yeah, she gonna act a fool, but
Right.
Well, they're not. They're only engaged. They're not married. So,
oh,
She
yeah, they're not.
still might get him though because they got the kid, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's all she can. I'm saying that's it.
You gonna hit him with that child support?
Yeah, that's it though.
He already making what half $1 billion?
Yeah,
So, but like it's just, and I hate it.
but it
I hate
unless
it.
he did, you ain't smart enough to take care of the baby, and I'm gonna take it.
And I hate it. I hate it for him because he is so great at what he does. But people are rooting against him because of them two. They, you know how many people didn't want the Chiefs to win the weekend because of them.
his brother just not. Oh my God, his brother.
It wasn't because of Mahomes and the fact that he's terrible. They just want
He just be doing too much. Like,
they don't want to see Jackson and Brittany.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then that's exactly Brian. Like but like I said, I hate it for him too.
But you know what? Like I said, you know what I said. Ever since that situation happened with his brother and what happened in DC, you haven't heard nothing since. You haven't heard nothing
right?
from his brother. You haven't heard.
Right. He did that, and he did the when he went to. I guess he went to some. Brian knows he went to some bar in Kansas City, and they didn't see them because
That was before. That was
no. I'm talking about in general. Like that's what I was like when
I think that was the weekend before. I think that was the weekend before, and then that happened, and then you haven't heard a peep. You haven't heard not one peep. It's been all Brittany.
Well, they still made fun of him because he did the. I guess they was making fun of his jacket, and they said it was misspelled, and then they jumped in, and then Brittany jumped in, and they basically roasted her too. Like it's too much. Like, and then the whole incident where he poured a bottle of water on the Ravens fan, like it just like it was just too much. It's just too much. So, and like I said, I hate it for him because he's a great quarterback. It's just that he got to deal with those three stooges, like Brian say, those three stooges, like they're Larry Curly and Mo. Like I said, Mama chilled out. I haven't really heard nothing from her, but I also heard she's a handful too. So
Yep.
Right, that's the one. Yeah, he went to a bar and he tried to discredit it, and then they wrote him. Well, they took it down, which I wish they wouldn't have. They wrote this very petty letter, and I wish I would have screenshot it because it was funny as shit. But they took it down because they said that it was unbecoming of their business. I was like, shit, I would have kept it up. I would have framed it and put it in front of my business, put it right in front of my wall.
They were trying to get in. Like he had like a party of like over 10.
It was a lot of people, and with social distancing, they like you can do that.
Yeah.
Well, they think they celebrities because of Pat.
Right, like
that's basically what it is.
Not just
like not one ball.
You got to remember, he grew up under daddy's money.
His dad was a baseball player.
Jackson, daddy's money. So Jackson doesn't. Patrick didn't really grow. I think from what I read, Patrick grew up with mommy. Jackson grew up with daddy. So it was kind of different.
So basically, he don't even know the word though, or shut your ass up and stop doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, I just hate it for the boy because he's good at what he does, but people wanted to see him lose just for that, and it's unfair. Honestly, it's unfair to him.
Then we go to the other side.
Fuck you, doofus. That's all I gotta say. I'm glad he lost.
Well,
that's all I gotta say. I'm just glad he lost.
A moron. You gotta be the dumbest human being, and like you lose all the time the same way, and you still have not learned your lesson.
Two things. Number one,
it was literally all California just by lead off. It was Niners versus Rams, and that's all I got. That's all I got.
All I gotta say is number one, fuck your doofus. Number two, I'm glad Stafford's finally going to a Super Bowl. He is from Georgia. He played at Georgia, and after escaping that purgatory from Detroit, he's finally going to a Super Bowl. Because I know a lot of people said that he couldn't lead the team to a Super Bowl, and I told them they better go ahead and eat that crow because, like I said it from the beginning. That's who I picked to win the Super Bowl, and that's who I'm sticking with. I love the Bengals, and they're a great underdog story, but that's who I'm going with to win the Super Bowl because that's who I picked. So it's gonna be crazy, man. But I'm glad he's there, and we all can now see that Odell Beckham was the problem in Cleveland. And the funny thing about it is that when Von Miller wanted to come to Cleveland, Odell Beckham told him, don't even waste your time. So,
but like I was telling my mom, I said, remember when what's his name? Got mad? Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams got mad at Odell for not picking Green Bay.
Well, I mean, if he would have picked Green Bay, he'll be sitting on the couch.
Exactly. But I'm saying, remember, yeah, he got pissed. He got pissed off at him for not picking because he wanted to swap jersey. He was like, go swap jerseys with your new friends. All right,
And,
bet.
and the crazy thing about it is that he might not even be in Green Bay next year.
Exactly. You ever hear how for
So yeah, so Odell did the right thing by doing what he wanted to do. Because if he go to Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams leave, then he gonna be stuck.
Stuck like Chuck playing in Jacksonville.
Right. So
Mhm.
yeah, so he's just like, nah. Say like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go over here and try to win me a ring and go on by my business. That's all he's trying to do, which is good. So
Yes. I like what he did, what he needed to do. But yeah,
he played good and like I said before, and I said it the other night, what's the name should, even though he's not gonna win it, Cooper Cup should be MVP. He should be. But I know he's not gonna be because they're gonna say that the reason why he got those numbers is because of Matthew Stafford and he's a quarterback. I get it. But they need to start looking at other positions. Like I think the last non-quarterback that won MVP was Adrian Peterson. I think Adrian Peterson was the last one to win it as a running back. But I really
I
think they
think
need.
he should. I think he should because
I,
the
yeah, I
offensive
definitely.
line and he and their offensive line are just a perfect duo. So like
Oh yeah,
at
oh
some
yes,
point you gotta reward the running backs and just
definitely.
expand your horizons just in the NFL because it's just like if you're not a quarterback, you barely have a chance to win a
Right.
MVP.
It's a QB driven league, and I hate it for that because they're Cooper. I think he should definitely be considered the MVP, but I know he's not going to win it, and it sucks that he's not going to win it. But he should definitely get some votes. I know if I was a voter, if I had a chance to vote, I would definitely. He would definitely he'll definitely get my vote if I was
Oh, I
able to.
did a video on him, and that's actually who I had. I chose to win MVP.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why
and
I should.
I got ripped apart for that too.
Well, a lot of people say that he shouldn't win it because and that's what a lot of people say. A lot of people say he shouldn't win it because Matthew Stafford is the reason why he's good. But I think if you put Cup on any team, he'll probably have the same numbers because he's basically Wayne Corbett with speed and height. That's basically what he is. Like I was actually surprised when he dropped the pass. I was actually surprised. I was like, oh, the Rams are gonna lose because I never seen him drop the pass ever.
Hmm.
I seen him play when he dropped the pass. I was like, oh, the Rams are losing because this is weird.
He's
But
so crisp with his route running. Like that's what I like
yeah,
the most.
that's it. Yeah, it's definitely his route running is like top notch. His hands are like glue. He's very hard to get a hand on. It's just like I said, he's basically, and you can line him up at any spot on the field. Like you line him up in the slot, you can line him up at the X, you can line him up at the Z. But it just seems like he does his most damage in the slot because he's a matchup nightmare for the slot guy because they
Hmm.
can't they can't stick him.
Mm-mm.
So that was my opinion. I think he should have won. He should win, but I know he's not. But I will say I hope he gets a couple votes because I know if it was up to me, if I was a voter, he'll get my vote.
So you think they're gonna give Brady the MVP trophy and
You know
Rod
what?
set him up?
Honestly, I think they're gonna do what they did with McNair and Manning. They're gonna make him and Rodgers co MVPs. I think that's what's gonna happen. That's just my opinion. I think they're both.
Oh, interesting.
I think they're both gonna split it, just like Manning and McNair did it when they both gave it to them. So I think they'll both get it because you know they're gonna they're gonna give Brady some votes because he retired, and then I think Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if he's going to retire or go to. I know he's not going to Green Bay. I know that much. Uh,
Hmm.
but I think that if he does retire as well, they're going to make a co MVP. I think it's going to be two. That's just my opinion. I think it's going to be two. I think it's going to be Brady and Rodgers.
Something different. I just want something different.
Me too. Like I said, if it was up to me, it'll be Cup will be my choice. He'll be my MVP choice, definitely. You know, so it is what it is, man. It's a QB driven league now, so I mean, what can you do? You know, so we'll just go with that. But I am ready for the matchup, though. The matchup I want to see is Jalen Ramsey versus Jamar Chase. That's going to be the matchup I want to see. I want to
Oh,
see that.
Miss Thing.
Hey, look, Miss Thane versus the Gritty. That's all I'm gonna say. The Gritty.
No, I
You
just
know,
like messing with him. He's a good.
honestly, he gets teased about it a lot, but the man could. I mean, well, except the fact that Mike Evans burnt his ass. Uh, I think him and Chase they're definitely gonna have their matchup moments, and that's the one thing I'm looking forward to is them two because you know me, Mike. You know I'm all about the DB and the wide receiver match.
Mhm.
I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I hope, yeah, Mr. Sassy versus Mr. Gritty. Yep. Yeah. But I definitely want to see that. My question
I
is,
love good matchups too, man.
I hope Raheem lets him travel because I know he didn't really travel much in that San Francisco game because he didn't really cover Debo. He covered Debo a lot, a decent amount, but not enough to be considered a top corner in the league. So I hope that Raheem lets him travel with Chase because I think he's probably the only cornerback that's capable enough to
Man, he
hold
ain't
him.
been playing a lot of cover two lately.
Right, yeah. Well, that's Raheem. Raheem did it in Atlanta with
Mhm.
us. He played a lot of cover
Mhm.
two years in Atlanta. So I mean, I would love for him to. I would love for him to like do what Rex Ryan did when he had Darrell Reeves. Look, y'all do everything else, but I want you to follow the number one guy, and I want you to just take him out the game. I want you to take him out the game, and I want you to make sure he's a non-factor. That's what I hope to see in the Super Bowl. But knowing Raheem, he'll probably run another cover two, and he'll probably just stay on one side of the field. But if I'm Jalen Ramsey, I'm like, look, let me get the gritty. Let me get the gritty on dude. Don't let him get nothing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, sometimes you gotta play. Sometimes you gotta make it fit like what Rex Ryan did when Rex Ryan had the Darrell Reeves. All he did was like, I don't care what the other defense does, what the defense does. What I want you to do, I want you to stick to, I want you to stick to the number one receiver. That's it. That's all
Mhm.
I want you to do. I want you to just stick to the number one guy. That's it. I don't want you to do nothing else. But I know he's gonna play to the defensive coordinator. But if I'm Jalen, if I'm Ramsey, shit. Hey, number one is mine. That's who I want. I want him. He ain't doing no gritties in LA. If I'm guarding, he ain't gonna be doing no gritties. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's yeah, that's the one match I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to, and I want to see how that offensive line holds up against Von Miller and Aaron Donald too. Because consider the fact that Tennessee, I mean, they did do a good job against Kansas City, but Kansas City didn't really have a good defense. You saw what happens when you play a good defense with Tennessee. I want to see what this offensive line does against Aaron Donald and Von Miller and Leonard Floyd and all those guys. See if they
Aaron
can.
Donald gonna eat that man alive. That man.
I already said over under. He's gonna get like 2 sacks. I say he's gonna get like.
Yeah, that the inside of that
Yeah.
Bengals offensive line just they gonna have a problem. Like
Right.
they better have.
Let's hold that guy. Let's hold that guy. It's gonna be woof, man. Good luck. That's all I'm saying. Good luck.
Good freaking luck. You got that right.
Because it's gonna be woof, man. And then you got Von Miller who's having a good season and
Yeah, he
Leonard
done found the
Floyd.
fountain of youth.
Oh yeah, definitely did. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's why I said like that whole uh offensive line, like you said, if they don't hold up, if they don't hold up against that Ram defense, it's gonna be a long day. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be
Hmm.
a long day. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I picked the Rams because Stafford went to Georgia, and I think he's long
Oh,
overdue
I'm
for.
being biased. I want Stafford to win. I do.
I do want Stafford to win because you saw what he went through with Detroit. Like he was in that purgatory hell called the Detroit Lions, and And then on top of that, I think Burrow's gonna get him one. He's got time. Stafford's like in his 30s. He's pretty much. I'm not gonna say he's washed up, but he's a pretty beaten up quarterback. Uh, he's he's had his time, and I think he finally deserves one because I know a lot of people said that he couldn't lead the team to a Super Bowl. So I'm definitely like I hope that he uh he does the job. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him to do well and get a championship, man. Bring a championship because LA's all in because I think they got you're better at salary cap numbers than I am. I think they got like maybe 1 or 2 more years before they have to break this team up because they won't be able to pay everybody. I mean, Aaron Donald got his money, and then Jalen Ramsey got his money, and then people gonna want to get paid. So Odell Beckham probably won't stay because he's on a 1 year deal, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to get more money. So I think maybe they got like maybe 1 or 2 years before they have to break this team up because they won't be able to pay everybody. So, but yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be a great Super Bowl. I love the matchup. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people said that they don't want to see this matchup because they think it's gonna be boring. I'm like, how you think? Why you think this is gonna be boring? We got two of the best offenses in the league going against each other. Like I don't get it. Like like people. I've been hearing it like, oh, I don't want to see Brady. I don't want to see Mahomes. I don't want to see the same teams in there. But then you got Burrow and Stafford, who's never been to a Super Bowl. Now they're like, oh, I don't want to watch it. It's gonna suck. I'm like, make it be mine, man. Like you can't have both. Like I mean, I'm a Falcons fan, but you know what I'm saying. If I'm all about matches. If I see the matches that are good that I love, then I will watch it. Like I think it's going to be a great matchup. Strength on strength. Uh, I think Cincinnati has a lot. They got to make sure that Burrow stays upright. He got to make sure that that he doesn't get hit a lot. But it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, especially with big old 99 there. He's gonna be a monster by himself. And then you add Von Miller too. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. So I'm looking forward to it though. So
I'm listening. This migraine's kicking butt.
oh, we good. We good. We just talking about that. We can go ahead and move on to the next one so we can go ahead and wrap it up if anything else going on. So you can get your rest. 'Cause
Um,
I'm starting to come down, so my eyes getting heavy.
um, Phil, you want to talk about your Tom Brady retiring? How you feel about that?
Is he there? I know he's been going.
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Phil. We ain't mean to take up all your time. I know you want to talk, but the floor is yours. Because if anybody knows Thomas Edward Brady Jr., it's you. So,
That man got about 13 names.
man, I saw his whole name. I was like, damn, I ain't. That's why they only go by Tom. So, but go ahead, Phil.
I mean, it was 22 seasons. He played. It was a remarkable career, and nobody can take anything away from him. What he's done. Me as a Patriots fan, I've always said I'm appreciative of everything he's brought to the organization. Um, that toughness that he wanted, the toughness, the always wanting to win, being competitive, always there, always having them in the thick of things. I made the joke the other day that the NFL can now rest easy knowing that they all have a chance to win a Super Bowl now that he's retired. Um, it was a joke, but he's going to be greatly missed. And though people may say no, he will be because we don't. It's so off. It's you don't come across those type of players that often. The willingness to win, the grit, the intelligence, being a great leader, the way that they win, how long and that longevity that they have with winning. You don't have that. You don't see that a lot. It's the same with Jordan and then LeBron right now. The longevity of doing what you've been doing and to actually come out and say that, hey, I beat Father Time. I went out on my own time at the top of my game. Here I am, could have been in a hunt to win another Super Bowl. Here I am in a hunt to win another MVP, a league MVP, at the age of 44. And that's something we're probably never going to see again. And I'm appreciative of it, though it does sadden me not to say that I'm going to be watching football and you don't hear the name Tom Brady being mentioned in a game. It's a well-deserved career. It's a well-deserved retirement. He's earned it. He's done everything that you can do. There's nothing for him to do. He seems to be satisfied with it. And I'm just here I'm on my behalf. I'm just going to say thank you, Tom Brady, for everything that I've watched with the Patriots and just everything that you've done for football. And that's a lot to say about some of the few others that have gone. But I've grown to watch this guy and see that even when we were down, I never thought we would lose until the score to that clock hit 0. I never thought we would ever lose because that man was the ultimate competitor, and he'll be greatly missed. And I just want to say on my behalf, I thank him for everything that he's done for football, and I think he's the standard. He's now the standard when it comes to quarterbacks. He's the standard. He's one of the ones that says, "Hey, it's not about your other achievements. It's about how many Super Bowls you win. How long can you win? How many can you get?" And that's what people are going to chase now. They're going to be chasing him. He no longer has to chase anyone. They'll all be chasing him. And that just goes to show you the longevity, the willingness to win, his grit, his intelligence. It spoke a lot. He did a lot. And it's a great career. And we know we're going to see him as a first ballot. It's no question. At this point, they might as well just go ahead and just pencil him in. Let's go ahead and give him his jacket. Let's go ahead and give him his plaque or whatever you want to give him. But he's already there. And like I said, it'll be different not hearing the name Tom Brady associated with football on a Sunday or a Monday night football game or Thursday night football game, but we won't see him on the field. But we know what the man has done. And I just want to, I know he doesn't watch. He's not going to be watching this, but I'm just saying that you deserve it, man. You went out on top. You did something that nobody thought anybody in football would do, and that's actually beat Father Time. So congratulations on a tremendous career, and I hope whatever you got planned next, hope you're just as successful as you were in these 22 seasons of football.
Anybody else? No.
Nope, I'm good.
Um.
I'm still bitter. So no, I'm good. I pass it to Dre.
Hell, he might have passed out.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Um.
I had to go and
Okay.
use the bathroom quick. I will say this,
Okay.
and I was hearing everything Phil was saying, and I totally agree. As soon as he said he retired at 3:00, they should have had his gold jersey ready at 3:30. You remember that there was a conversation. You remember when they said that it took only 13 seconds for them to recognize Peyton Manning to go in the Hall of Fame? With Tom Brady, it should be 0.5 seconds. It shouldn't even be a conversation. As soon as you see the name, everybody should just nod their heads and then move on to the next one. Like there's no disputing that this guy is a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer quarterback. And I've always said that to me, I think Dan Marino is the greatest of all time because I think that as far as title wise, he revolutionized the quarterback position. But after what Tom Brady did, I can't put nobody in front of him. He is definitely the greatest. And you can say what you want. You can say everything about the cheating and all that stuff, but I mean, come on, everybody cheats. Even Jerry Rice admitted he cheated when he said he used Stickum. So everybody cheated. So I'm
That's
not
the
gonna,
level of cheating.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody cheap. I
But
look. I look. My thing is, and sorry, but I just want to say this real quick.
go ahead.
The thing about Brady that I always will respect was the same thing that's going on with Matt Ryan. There are only a few players in the history of the game that you can say that every snap they're going to be at their position.
I agree.
Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, um, LeBron James, like those guys just Iron Man. Like no matter what you do to them, you can hit them low, hit them high, but somehow they always seem to be right back in the lineup the next game, the next second. It's like that's what I always respect for Brady. Like I said, you can hit them high, low, and for whatever reason, they do. Like I'm back.
And you know the crazy part about it is, Mike. The crazy thing about it is they had a stat. They pulled up a stat. They said that Tom Brady never had a losing season. Never.
Yeah,
And
that doesn't surprise me.
and I thought about it. I was like, well, what about the time when he got injured? He was out for the season. The Patriots still went 10-6 or 10-5 or something, 11-5 or something like that. You know how hard it is to win, let alone have a winning season and never lost, had a losing season in your career. That's crazy. That is crazy. Even with Tampa, it's just that some people can call it luck, some people can call it an easy road. But I'll tell you right now, besides being a batter in baseball, I think the quarterback position is the hardest position to play in sports. It is because you got, like Phil said, you got to be smart. You got to be able to read defenses. You got to be able
Toughness,
to perform
toughness.
right to perform under pressure. You have to learn how to play situational ball. And every box Tom Brady checked every box. He checked every box. Uh, I'm still kind of pissed off at him because he denied my Falcons a championship. Um, but I can't put nobody in front of, like, as much as I love Dan Marino and I think he's probably one of the greatest quarterbacks. I can't put nobody in front of Tom Brady. This man won 7 Super Bowls, and honestly, and y'all could debate me on this one. I think that if he would have won this year, if he won the Super Bowl this year, I think he would have stayed a couple more years and just made it even 10. Just win 10 and be done. That's just my opinion. I think if he would have won this year, I think he would have stayed and got 2 more. But I think considering the fact that he's at 7, and I think his wife probably had a hand in
Yeah,
it.
his wife was like,
I think
"Look,
his
I
wife
need
had,
you."
had a hand in it as well. But
Mm-hmm.
I really think that this, and like Phil said, he has nothing to prove. He pretty, like I said, they need to, it, it's like Phil said, everybody is breathing a sigh of relief now because now the NFL is wide open. Like there were people that I never betted against in anything when it came to the playoffs. I never bet against Michael Jordan. I never bet against LeBron. I never bet against Floyd Mayweather, and I never bet against Tom because you never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's amazing, and I dare to say that Tom Brady beat Father Time. I think he did. I think he beat Father Time. I think I could say that because he's, like I said, he went out on his own terms. He didn't decline in his performance. I think he led the league in passing yardage, and I think he was up there in the top 5 in touchdowns. He didn't, like I said, he didn't decline his performance. He still led his team to the playoffs. He was a blown coverage away from going back to the NFC Championship game and playing for another Super Bowl. Like, I dare say that Tom Brady beat Father Time. So it's amazing, and my hat's off to him. And I'm with y'all. Like, they should have had his, they should have, as soon as he said he retired, they should have had his gold jacket ready, like already. I'm pretty sure they're making it now. Like, they're probably not even gonna wait. Like, they're probably gonna deliver it to his house and be like, just wear it. We already know you're gonna be in. Just wear it. Just have it for now and just keep it in the package until it's time. Because we're not even gonna debate if you're in or not, because it shouldn't even be. It should be a foregone conclusion that he makes the NFL Hall of Fame. So congratulations to a great career. You earned your time off. You earned this retirement. Uh, so hats off to you, my guy. Well, whatever happens in your next life, I'm pretty sure you'll be great at that as well. So just and honestly, I think I'm one of the many people that said I'm fucking glad you retired.
I,
I'm tired. You know what I'm saying?
I am.
I'm happy that you retired because man, I thought it was gonna name the Super Bowl the Tom Brady Invitational.
Man, look, I'll say this. I don't necessarily like to say uh, any one quarterback is the GOAT because of different rules in different eras.
Right?
But
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
because you can go back, like, there's things that he was, and not just him, just quarterbacks, Matt
Quarterback.
Ryan,
Yeah.
Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers. Like, the rules constantly change in each era of football. So it's like,
That,
if you want to say he's the GOAT of the modern era of football, that's very much like it's him and everybody else. Um, like you go back in Terry Bradshaw era, though, like it was different rules. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, he's definitely on the route Mount Rushmore. He's the center. He's that centerpiece um of the Mount Rushmore. But like for me, I just don't like to say it's the same thing with basketball. Yeah, it's Michael Jordan, but your boy Will did his thing. Kareem did his thing, and Bill Russell got 13 championships. Like that's nothing to scoff at. So it's
oh yeah,
like he's definitely the centerpiece of that Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks of the
that,
GOAT.
oh definitely, man. Like I said, it's all in it's all in perspective. It's all like you said, it's all about the rules and everything like that. But I'm pretty sure that you bring up his name, he's pretty much in the in the upper echelon, like you say, the Mount Rushmore.
Uh-huh.
He's right there, like he's one. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, and like I said, I agree with you. And at the same time, it's you know he played the game. Well, I ain't gonna say he played the game the right way. He played like he's supposed to. He played like he's supposed to, and he did. He was good at what he did. He like I said,
He
seven.
did exactly what he was supposed to. That's
He
what
did
you
exactly like I
expect for a
said.
quarterback.
10 Super Bowl appearances, 7 championships. Like he's won more championships than all the franchises in football. Like it's hard to win one, but to win seven, that's unprecedented. Like I honestly I don't think I'll. We always talk about Pat Mahomes. We always talk about Pat Mahomes could probably be the only one that can get close to Brady, but I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody getting seven. That's just me. And he's got all the quarterback records too. So I think the next person that breaks it will probably be long gone. We'll probably be gone from this earth. So, but yeah, that's my take on Mr. Thomas Edward Brady Jr. I didn't even know he was a junior. I thought it was just Tom Brady. I didn't know his dad was.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. It's like, oh,
Hmm.
okay, got a Tom
Yeah, that
Brady.
man got like 9 names. Like I said, man.
Somebody was saying his name. Skip. Oh, Skip Bayless is a huge Tom Brady fan. He called that man by his full government name. I was like, damn, he got like 9 first names. So, but yeah, hats off to TB12, man, and a great career and all that good stuff, man. And enjoy your retirement, man. I'm pretty sure. And you know what? Honestly, I wonder if he's gonna congratulate. I wonder when he does his Hall of Fame speech, is he gonna congratulate Mo Lewis for putting that hit on Drew Bledsoe to start
Oh
his?
my God.
Yeah, he's definitely got to
You
put that
really
in.
gotta go there.
Hey man, hey! If I was Tom Brady, I'll be sending Mo Lewis a fruit basket every year, every year. That and the Super Bowl ring. I'll be like, here you go, bro. And then it's like I wonder if he's gonna say anything about his about the Patriots at his uh at his Hall of Fame speech. Because
Yeah, I think so.
he didn't say anything about he didn't say anything about them in his Instagram post. So that's gonna be crazy, man. Like you won 6 Super Bowls with this team, and you didn't even acknowledge them in your post. So there's still gotta be some philosophy
It's
there.
always that. Look, right now, you just got family members mad at each other. They'll get it together, man.
Yeah.
That happens to everybody. Get in
Well,
the fight,
you
get
gotta
in
get
the
it.
argument, and y'all
Right.
be right back kissing. It may take 5 years, may take 10 years, but at the end of the
Yeah,
day, y'all still got love for each other.
that's true. Well, it took Parcells and Belichick to finally have a sit down because they ain't talked for a while. So
Mm-hmm. Yep.
it took them a while. So hey, you never know. But then again, this is Tom Brady we're talking about. That man is stubborn as all get out. But when you win 7 Super Bowls, you can be stubborn. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it's all good, all good, all good. LD, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it with Tom Brady. So we can move on to the next one when you're ready.
Oh, that's all I got. Besides, you said you were going to boxing.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
God,
yeah. I decided I'm gonna go. Keith Thurman's making
Mister
his.
El Cheapo, always at every boxing event.
Oh, you didn't know this is gonna be a fun-filled sports weekend for you, boy. You know, I'm
Oh, yeah.
going to
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been paying attention. I've been
yeah, I'm
paying
going to
attention.
boxing on Saturday, and then Sunday I'm going to the Pro
Yeah.
Bowl. So yeah, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
fun-filled adventure. Yeah, but nah, I'm definitely looking forward to watching this boxing because I like Keith Thurman. I think he was a great fighter. It was unfortunate that he had a lot of injuries and he had a long layoff and I did see even though he lost to Tank, um, I think Barrios is a worthy opponent. He's moving up to 147. He was 140 at the time. Now he's moving up to 147. I think
Mm-hmm.
this is a good test. I think this is a good test for Thurman. Uh, come on, man. Come on, man. We go hang out, man. We go check out the fight, and then I could check out because they're playing at the Raider Stadium, and I always wanted to see it. So I'm definitely want to go and take in the sights and sounds and that. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely gonna be good. But I think this is a good fight. And then the co-main event, Santa Cruz and I don't know what the other guy's name is. That's gonna be some good fighting. You know
On
me, I'm a big
Showtime?
huh?
Is it on
I
Showtime?
think it is. I think it is. I thought
Uh,
I.
no, I think so. I think it's on Showtime. I want to say I think it is. I think it's on Showtime. I know what's his name is I know what's his name is
Oh man, I'm gonna have to
supposed to
buy
pure boxing.
Showtime.
Yeah, yeah, it's Showtime and it's
It's Showtime? Okay.
yeah
That's
PBC
Showtime.
PBC.
Okay. It's a PBC. Okay, yeah, I have Showtime as an add-on. Just
Oh
get your
no, it's Fox pay per view. It's on Fox
Fox
pay per view.
already. It's
Yeah,
on Fox. Okay.
yeah, it's on Fox PBC, but it's Fox pay per view. It's going to be Thurman versus Barrios, and then the co-main event is Santa Cruz versus Carbajal. Which I like Santa Cruz, even though Tank whooped his ass too. That's going to be another good fight. So
Shit.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna be there and watch that. And then tomorrow, the next day, Sunday, I'll be at the Pro Bowl.
Thank you.
Uh, huh?
Brian just saw it. Brian posted it was a Fox paper. He'd be on it. I should
Yeah,
just
it's about,
ask him. I don't know
yeah,
why he's asking questions, and I know he know the answer.
yeah. So I think that's a good fight, and I think whoever wins this fight is gonna be lined up for a title shot, depending on what happens with Spence and Crawford. Uh, if they fight each other or they don't, I think one of them gonna fight. Then which sucks. So and then May. Yeah, man, this is no face night, man. We're all just here. We're here, but we're not. We're here, but we're mentally somewhere else.
Man, I'm tired as hell.
Man, I am too. I done ate like 10 tacos. So
Man, I'm dying. I'm dying.
Man, if you say one more taco, I haven't had tacos in a minute, and y'all know I love the hell out of some tacos.
well, I just found out from a friend of mine. A friend of mine told me there's a couple taco spots out here where I stay at now, so I gotta check those out. That's why I went to Taco Bell because I'm still trying to get used to living out here in the
The
sticks.
area, yeah.
Yeah, it's the sticks. So, but she gave me like 4 places to go, so I'm gonna go check those out. But
My sister is literally messaging me how she took a tour of the Cardinal Stadium. Her company did, and they got to do batting cages, and they saw and she got to touch Yachty's bat, and she got to try on one of the World Series rings. And she's like, "I wish you were here." And I said, "Yeah, and it's not today with this migraine."
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I definitely want to go because that state of the art and everything. So that Raider
He
Stadium. So I'm
still
definitely
hasn't retired yet, has he?
who?
No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
this would have been his last season. This would have been his last season. This was
he's been saying this is gonna be his last season for about 6, 7 years now.
no,
About 7 years now.
7 years he's been saying this is my last season. He's like, oh, do another year. Like, bro,
this this ain't Dom and them saying his last ride. No,
whatever. Hey, look. He gonna look
this
at
was
this point.
no, because he was determining it from based on Wainwright's. Thank you for that present though. Wainwright's if he was coming back, because he didn't know if he was coming back, and they signed him to a 1 year, so he signed a 1 year. When Adam leaves, then that's when I bet you 100% he's leaving when Adam leaves.
Yeah, we'll say that now. They look like Yachty Harris signed another year with the Cardinals. About this is my year, man. This is my year. We're gonna lead to a championship. Like we know.
Just be prepared when he retires, just to come get me off the floor.
Well, I mean that's gonna
I
be me.
don't know, Ricky. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
So, no, they're like literally the talks are literally going nowhere. So right now they're about to start in the month of spring training. So they'll be starting to cancel spring training.
all I know is my Braves better sign Freddie Freeman is gonna be smoking the city.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn this damn city down myself.
I'm trying to tell you, you better man look.
Man, that's hot, man. You remember when I said all that when
Mhm.
Yachty was a free agent, and I was ready to burn the whole city down. Man, I feel you. I feel
They
you.
don't sign Freddie Freeman. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna fight somebody. Somebody gonna get these skibbity paps.
I'll fight somebody just because I want to fight.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
ain't no way in hell you gonna let the face of the franchises walk away like that. You better get
Yeah.
that man. You gotta get that man. All he wants is one more year and $10 million more dollars. How hard is that? That's all he wants. He just wants. They want to give him 5 years, 180. He wants 6 years, 190. Just give him the 6 years, 190. Give it to him. He deserved it.
It's Freddie Freeman. Damn.
Freeman, like, damn, like, come on, man. Like, this ain't no scrub. This is the face of the franchise.
Y'all go like wrong sport, LaDonna, wrong sport. Oh, my bad. Y'all just said fight. Y'all ain't say who to fight. Y'all just said fight.
I'm gonna fight somebody. I don't care who it is. Well, whoever is the Chiefs. I'm not the Chiefs. Whoever is the Braves got a Braves memorabilia on, and they talking about I'm part of the front
I'm
office.
just swinging. It's a free fall.
Yeah, they get kicked.
I'm putting Jerry in all the Braves outfits. All.
Hey man, hey look, hey, he gonna have to get these skibbity paps. That's for sure. Especially if they let him walk. So, yeah, but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this weekend, man. I think it's well deserved. So it's gonna be a good weekend, and hopefully they do because they already talked about selling Diamondback tickets, and people are already gonna be like upset because the snowbirds come down, all the Cub fans, they come down. I'm starting to see all these different license plates, so you hear it, they hear. So
it's pointless.
It is what it is, but yeah, that's
it's horrible. Like, why would you go that far to watch your team lose? Like, it's just bad for business.
Hey, hey, look, hey, as long as they put money in their pocket, man, like, shoot, they don't care. Like I said, them Cub fans travel, man. Trust me, they travel.
Scrubs.
They travel. Cause like I said, I've seen so many. And honestly, when the spring training down here, when you're driving amongst the city and you see all those Cubs stickers and everything.
It's so funny how their spring training is there over there, and our spring training is in Florida. Like,
right,
I don't even
right. Exactly.
I seriously don't.
Yeah.
I still don't understand that.
Well, I've been trying to petition for the Braves to come out here, but yeah, we choose the violence. If they don't sign Freddie Freeman, we choose the violence. If they don't sign him, we're gonna go right up to Truist Park, and I'm finding the first the first Braves general, whatever, I'm going upside their head. Like,
Yes.
you just
Yes,
ain't gonna
ma'am.
sign Freddie Freeman, like, bruh. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's like us not like signing for Nolan because he didn't sign his no trade clause.
Right.
Not no trade clause, but his no, he didn't do his opt out. He didn't sign his opt out.
Right.
So they got to extend him. So yeah, if they don't sign that, yeah, I'm with them. I'm hitting everybody. I'm punching
Everybody
everybody.
can tell you. I mean, I understand it's just like a everyday player, but this is the face of your franchise. He only wants 1 year, $10 million more. That's it. How hard is that? You got the money, give it to him. Shit, ain't that hard?
This is Nolan freaking Arenado. Like this is.
Hey, it's ready.
We're not getting another third baseman like him. We're not.
All right,
Are not.
It's crazy, man. And you know, teams gonna be after him when the free agency starts. They're gonna try to throw money at him. Braves better not be stupid.
Yeah, they already been trying. Like, what can we do?
Yeah, you better not.
Because you're out here. Because you live out here.
So, but that's all I got for that. I ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Sure.
Nope,
Besides-
just screw Shadoofus. That's all.
Yeah, pretty much. Till he do right by us, he ain't winning shit. He do right by us, he ain't winning nothing.
Well,
Man, look, if Freeman signed with the Yankees, man, I'm not responsible for my actions.
Brian,
I'm
you
not
go to hell for that. Don't you even say that. You go to the hell for that comment.
I'm gonna knock all this stuff over.
Brian is blocked. If Brian is blocked by Dre, then I know what happened.
I'm not gonna block him. I'm not because it's not his fault. You know, I'm gonna drive.
It'll be like 30. It'll be for like 30 minutes. I'll block him for 30 minutes just because. I would do it.
Drive right up to Cobb
County.
I'm gonna drive up to Cobb County right to the Battery, pull up right to Truist Park, and find Alex Appanopoulos, and I'm gonna go upside his head.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna be right there, right with him.
That's it. If he goes to the Yankees or the Dodgers, I'm fighting. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Say what? Oops, upside your head.
That's it. I'm gonna give him the skippity pass. I'm telling him, Stone Cold Stunners all the way up and down the Battery. That's it. That's all. Ain't even that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard. Like this man was with them through the rebuilding and the tearing down. Everybody away. He stayed like when they did the fire sale.
Yeah, let me tell you a story about Arenado. He's not going nowhere. He's not going there. Because he does have a trade clause. So let's go there. He does have a trade clause. He would have to sign. So he ain't stealing nothing. And two, he's staying right there. He's waiving his non-opt-out clause. So there's two things. Y'all name is not St. Louis, and y'all name is greedy bastards. But then guess what? Y'all can have the whole team and still lose and not make it to the playoffs. Keep on.
Wow.
Is that what y'all want to do? Or make it to the playoffs and then get beat in the first round?
Or they moved the damn outfield in a little bit more again.
Or have two of the best people to hit, but strike out the most. Can we can keep going. I can keep going. What y'all? I mean, what do you want? What do you want?
Well, all I know is Freddie Freeman's a
and my team is nowhere near. Yeah. Well, no, it's not mostly. It's all true. It's all true.
All I know is that what's the man need to stay where he at. That's all I'm saying. Stay where he at. You don't need to go nowhere but to Truist Park. That's it. When I wake up one day, when they start negotiate. All I want to do is one day wake up and see Freddie Freeman sign with the Braves.
I don't want you. I don't want y'all to go through what I did with Albert Pujols. That was not fun.
Mm-mm.
Thinking y'all got him signed, and then you wake up the next day, he went to Los Angeles, and you're like,
That was rotten.
If he goes to the Dodgers and Yankees, I'm just going, man.
That was a rotten move.
I'm just gonna be like, bro.
Literally, like when we went to bed, all the teams like dropped out. So you're thinking, okay, and it really sounded like, okay, he was coming home. Next morning, I wake up.
You pulled a LeBron on y'all,
huh? He better not. He better not go to. I'd rather him go to the Rangers or something. Go there.
Like at least Angels. It was the Angels, but then when he started sucking real bad and kept getting hurt, I didn't feel so bad.
You can go to the Angels, the A's. Just don't go to the Dodgers. I don't want to.
Or the Yankees.
Or the Yankees.
Houston Astros.
You know, honestly, I would even be mad if he goes to the Astros. But don't go to the Yankees or the Dodgers or the Phillies. Oh, you gonna give it? Man, look, I ain't gonna even.
Nobody in my division.
Brian Cashman, I'm not gonna beat up him. I'm gonna beat up Alex Allenopoulos. That's what I'm gonna beat up because he's the one who let him go. I'm gonna beat up him. I'm like, no, how you let him go? I'm just gonna spear him. That's it. Goldberg spear with the Roman Reigns Superman punch.
I'm gonna give him a concerto to follow it.
That's it. That's all. Like, bro, like all he wants is 1 year and $10 million more. That's it. That's all I want. That's it.
He's not really asking for much.
They acting like he asking for like $300 million. All he wants is 8. He wants 6 years, $190 million. That's it. So that's all good. We'll see what happens once they. But shit, before we do anything, they just gotta. They gotta deal with this lockout. That's what they gotta do.
Yeah, that's what Ricky was just saying. Yeah, they matched it. Yeah, they matched it. They matched it.
He just made the decision to sign with them.
He matched it, but you got to remember, it was something they offered a little bit more. No, they offered just a little bit more. It was something, but taxes. It ended up being the same. That's what it was.
It was California go ahead on taxes.
Yeah, it was the taxes ended up being about the more. Taxes ended up being about it because of taxes. It ended up being more, but he kept making it seem what Ricky would hurt, and he kept making it. It's not about the money. Then why did you take? Then what was it?
Yeah, I'm glad it's fat ass ain't running no more.
But guess what, Albert? Right after you left,
I don't understand why you did it. Like, it was obviously just you got a more loyal fan base there. They love you, and you just leave for money purposes. Like,
yeah. I mean, like I said before, you gotta, as a player, you gotta do what's best for you. But it's not always gonna be easy. That's for sure.
Yeah, like I was pissed. I was pissed. Yeah, I don't like. Everybody keeps tagging me and stuff of him, and I'm like, yeah, I don't. I was like, if you know me, then you know I do not like this man at all. But yeah, that's all I got. If anything, does anybody else have anything before we wrap this show up?
No, I'm good. I don't got that.
No.
I ain't got that.
Oh, I just want to say fuck about Lesnar.
I heard that Royal Rumble was not good.
That shit was.
That was garbage.
It was good for a half a second, and then of course Vince had to ruin it.
Well, they said, I heard they said they were gonna let Riddle win it. Then all of a sudden, the last minute they changed it.
Yeah, that's Brock. I mean, that's because of Vince.
Yeah. Well, Vince loves Mr. Brock, even though Brock many times.
Right. Because it was in St. Louis, because I had people there. I was excited because, of course, I heard my boo came back, and I'm praying she worked on her wrestling skills. Just after having the baby. And so I was really excited for that. There were some matches in there that could have been rewrote, but Kofi kind of messed up because his feet was not supposed to touch.
Yeah, I was mad when I saw that.
I was like, well, that was a waste. But yeah, when the whole, and then of course Randy Orton came out, and then because the crowd went because he was at home.
Yeah, St. Louis. And then, honestly, they had him winning too because it was his hometown, but they changed it. I heard they changed it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he should have came out 30, but they changed it. He came out like 29, and then here comes Brock with his man bun that I hate.
It is ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey is back.
Yeah, I saw that on the highlight.
Yeah.
I didn't expect her to be there.
Yeah, I actually did. Because I've been I actually been reading that Ronda was coming back. I didn't like. I will say the fight between Brock and
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby he gotta practice. I understand that you don't get F-bomb, suplex and all that, but he gotta work on his landing because he was landing awkward. Like there was at least 3 or 4. He landed awkwardly, and I was like, "Ooh, this man gonna tear a shoulder. He gonna hurt a rotator's cuff, something. But thank God he got out of it alive."
And Brock don't really care how you land.
No,
at all. Yeah, because I forgot that because I have Peacock Network because we have all that cable, and we got like all the apps that I could watch all pay-per-views. Because I was like, "Oh, it is on there." So
I had a Peacock.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, we can watch all the pay-per-views for free." So I'll just watch it. But yeah, it was like I said, it was all right. But to the men's, I was like, this was like.
Yeah, I heard it was okay, and then it kind of slowed it down. Yeah, after that.
Yeah, it was sad.
I guess I'll still be listening to the highlights. Like I haven't watched wrestling since. Damn, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It was a minute since I watched it, but I watched it because I heard Ronda was coming back. So I literally, me, if I hear Ronda's name, I'm watching it.
Yeah, they killed it when they released Bray. I stopped watching wrestling altogether for a good minute.
Yeah, I didn't really watch it that much. Like even when and then plus I don't watch SmackDown anyway because I'm at work. So the only time I really watch it is if I'm scrolling on Facebook and I see the highlights, I'll watch it then. But other than that, I don't. Okay. All good.
Lita.
Oh God, I got a picture for y'all. Good God.
And then they have WrestleMania. They have WrestleMania. So.
Make it quick, Mike, because I'm ready to go lay down. I can't do this no more. Like seriously, I'm struggling.
Yeah, we go ahead because my eyes get heavy.
This is Mike. You have to hold that because this is day 3 of this migraine. I love you, but
good gosh, really?
Oh yeah, it is. It is bad. Yeah, because I told Dre, I'm like, I'm gonna be in the dark on this one.
Yeah, I ain't want nobody to stop it. My eyes is like, I'm telling you, look, my eyes are all swollen and shit. Like I've been in a fight or something.
Yeah.
So it's all
And on
good.
that note, I love everybody that listened and came in. I will be on ASAP Network tomorrow, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see how this migraine treats me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. On Just Say the Truth. Like I said, maybe or maybe not. Thank you, Mike, for joining us. Thank you,
No, no
Phil,
problem.
for joining us. Thank you for everybody that showed up in the comments and talked to us and hung out with us. I hear my husband and the bread. Hopefully, he
Oh
doesn't
gosh.
die. Um, uh, there might not be a show. We'll see. We'll figure the show thing out. The day after Super Bowl, because we are not trying to miss the versus show.
Oh yeah.
And
Get
The
Dre,
verses. What's the verses?
exactly. I want you to hear us singing.
Anthony
Who?
Hamilton is the soul child, so give him me.
Oh, and Soul Child. Oh wow.
Oh yeah,
Music
get them vocals warmed up.
yeah. Unless you want us to hear us sing.
Especially when he break out with love. Oh, I'll be singing. I'm gonna be singing that hard.
Oh man, yeah, you got that right.
Yeah. We going
That's
full.
my song there, boy.
Tell you,
loud.
boy, man. I'm
Loud and proud.
yeah, as soon as we get off, I'm probably bang that. I'm gonna play that music and Anthony Hamilton tonight. Get ready to get them vocal cords warmed up.
Yeah. Because when Charlene come on, I'm doing two step and everything.
Oh, man. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to that in the Super Bowl. So we might have a show. It all depends.
Hold on, we might do a show. We might do it early. How about that? We might have to do the early bird special because
we can do that. We can do that, and then we can break down the verses and talk about our favorite songs. So yeah.
There we go. Because we are not missing. We'll talk about the Super Bowl and then figure out because we are not missing that.
Yeah, I gotta get my squall in. Squall team. Gotta get my squall in.
Exactly. But yeah.
Go ahead, LD. Go ahead, and lay down so you can get to some rest because I'm about to.
Thank you.
I'm about to fall out on this couch and watch this game till it start watching me. But appreciate you coming through, Mike and Phil. I know Phil, you've been working, and Mike, I know you got your thing going on. So appreciate you.
Yeah, man, I got a little bit of free time. I've tried my best to kind of get back in the groove with you guys, man.
Oh, we'll be here, man. We slowly getting it back together. Out of mood and everything. I'm finally getting settled in, so we'll do a lot more shows now. So definitely. Yes. So we'll go ahead and close it out, LD, so we can go ahead and wrap it up.
All right, and like I said, thank you guys, and we will see you guys. I guess
we'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear.
We'll be next week because it's not next week. It's 2 weeks next week. But yeah, next week we'll definitely be.
Yeah, I'll be back Monday, so we can do the show. I'll be back on Monday because I'm gonna leave like Monday morning. We're driving back. Okay. I'm driving.
We'll hear about all his excitement and we'll get pictures and stuff.
Yeah, please take pictures. All the lemon peppers you can possibly take.
Well, I'm gonna try out that restaurant where you can inject your chicken with
infuse. Oh, you have to. Oh, we got to get it.
I already talked to a friend of mine, and they told me where it was. So I'm definitely taking pictures of that, and I'm gonna have a video when I infuse my.
Give us a review.
My
you have
chicken,
to give us a review
with the CBD. Yeah. So if I call you and say, "Hey, I can't move," if I call you and say I can't move, just know why.
I got you. I got people out there. Just give me a call, and I can get a call. I can get somebody.
I'm gonna drive up there, but I'm not driving anywhere. I'm just gonna drive. I'm driving there, but I'm Ubering like everywhere. So because the fight's gonna be on the trip. The fight's gonna be in Mandalay Bay. I'm staying at Treasure Island, and then the Pro Bowl's gonna be across the street at the Raiders Stadium. That's across the street from Mandalay Bay. So I'll probably either Uber or walk there. Because I'll be at Treasure. I'll be staying at Treasure Island.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I'm. Oh yeah, because I've been trying to. I think Did you send it to me or did I send it to you? One of us sent it to each
I sent it to you because when I found it, I sent it to you
Yeah.
and I said I'm going when we. So
Yeah, we
I already
to.
got it. So I'm definitely going there. So once I get there, I will take pictures and I will.
Go. But
Oh
yes,
yeah,
anyway, see how sidetracked we always get.
and it's
This-
legal. And marijuana is legal in Vegas too. So I might give me some stuff.
Yeah, get you all the stuff.
Oh yeah, because I'm driving, so I don't have to worry about getting it checked. I can drive.
I need to get to Vegas. I need to get to Vegas, or I need to get to Arizona, one or two.
Well, they're having a draft there for the NFL draft. I'm gonna try to go. So I'm gonna try to go this season, this upcoming season. They having the draft. I think they're having the draft in Vegas. I got to check, but I think they're having the draft in Vegas. I'm gonna try to go.
Okay.
So, all right, let's go ahead and wrap it up. So y'all get y'all.
Yes. All right. I'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics.